Dolynny TV, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to game number 2. The Edmonton Oilers, the Dallas Stars, the Western Conference Final in the Stanley Cup Playoffs as the Oilers look forward to trying to hold on to their 1-0 lead here and expand it to 2 as 60 minutes, well, as it didn't in game 1, might not solve anything, but hopefully a result nonetheless at some point this evening. Of course, it's Saturday. Of course, it's rainy down here in southern Alberta again, but that to be said, it'd be nice to get out and actually do something on a weekend night as well when there's hockey now that we're starting at 6 o'clock on the weekends. So, glad to have you aboard this evening. Obviously, the Oilers coming away with the overtime heroics. Last time out, it was Captain Connor McDavid, as I think everybody kind of figured it would be based on that penalty there to start the first overtime frame. It is the first double OT winner since way back when in 06 for the Oilers. I was trying to figure out, sure there had only been a few instances of some double OT winners for the Oilers over the past 20 years, and that is the case. So the Edmonton Oilers obviously getting things fired up here for tonight's game against Dallas. Around 6:20 puck drop is when we're expecting things. Broadcast will obviously start at 5:30 on Hockey Night in Canada as they have their pregame show, and then yes indeed we'll get to the actual televised portion around 6 o'clock when we start seeing Gene Principe appearing with, I believe, Elliot Friedman down there at the American Airlines Center. So thank you for being aboard tonight, friends. We go to the chat. Blood, welcome aboard. Jesse, welcome in. Toast, welcome in. Kenny as well. And Landon, welcome aboard, as asking if I'm related to Corey Perry. I think I've gotten that comment a few times here over the past few months since Corey Perry became an Edmonton Oiler. I will tell you, not as far as I'm aware, and if I am, he hasn't reached out any bit at all. So tough go there, I guess. But friends, the Edmonton Oilers obviously coming away, even though Connor McDavid was denied in that first overtime, so was Zach Hyman. The Oilers coming away with a perfect little workman-like effort behind the net by Nuge. Bouchard fires one to the open stick of McDavid in front, scores us the goal that obviously set up the overtime victory for the Oilers, and what ends up becoming a very key part of this series because, well, we'll see if the Oilers can indeed find a way to get this going here for a 2-0 series lead. So we'll see what happens. Man, welcome aboard. Tony, welcome in as well. As feels like I might be fighting a little bit of a stuffed up nose tonight, so pardon me if the words don't come out too clearly. It could be a long night here. Obviously a solo show as well. Matt's got commitments tonight for some stuff to take care of, so we'll get this going here this evening. Just you, me, and the Edmonton Oilers and Dallas Stars, and we'll see what we can do for a good game tonight. Hopefully not an overtime game. They're just showing the Connor McDavid overtime winner right now, and it really did just happen bang bang like that at the end of the hockey game. It was one of those plays Bouchard put it in the middle, and before you even had it on McDavid's stick, it was already the back of the net. So they're just checking things obviously at the end of the game like they did to see if it was offside or whatever the case might be, but the Oilers knew. The Oilers knew immediately. So William, welcome in as well. As friends, we're getting fired up towards puck drop here tonight. Purple's joining the chat as well, as we've got, like I said, a little bit of a way to go yet tonight. It is only 5:30. We will have some time to sit back, relax, chat things up here on the pregame. I think what you need to know, obviously, after one game, it's Jake Ottinger and Stuart Skinner are the likely starters tonight. I don't think Dallas, according to Sportsnet, ever confirmed that Ottinger was going to be the starter. Skinner will be for the Oilers. 8-3 record, 1 shutout, 2.7 goals against average, and an .888 save percentage. For Jake Ottinger, 8-6, 2.10, and a .919. So kind of for Ottinger, it's going to be one of those things. If he can keep it low, he's always going to allow the Dallas Stars a chance. They show off the point to center ice, so that means it's a good goal to finish off double overtime for the Oilers last game out, and that sent downtown Edmonton into an absolute fury, obviously celebrating the Game 1 victory in a series with which not a lot of Oilers fans, I think, were overly hopeful, but again, kind of given the level of competition, I can see why. So game one, a big one. Now you only need 3 the rest of the way home in the next 6. That's a pretty big achievement right now for the Oilers, and they got to find a way to capitalize on that here tonight. So Lennon asking Adam Henrique what happened. Well, he busted up his ankle. Not sure if it broke. Not sure if it's not sure what the case is, but something's wrong with Adam Henrique's ankle. It appears he's going to take warm-ups tonight, and then we'll see what the Edmonton Oilers have for us for a lineup by the end of warm-ups. That's kind of what we've been promised this evening, so we'll see kind of what takes shape here as the game goes along. But I'm assuming tonight the Oilers, no matter what, will ice the best players available to try and keep this start of the series going. I know a lot of people said that after game one, the Oilers barely squeaked that one out in double overtime, but it's again kind of that effort that Matt and I were talking about post-game after game one. Is there's about 5 minutes there where the Oilers total game the first series would have liked to clean up. Other than that, it was a perfect game from them, their standpoint. Obviously playing 80 plus minutes to win a hockey game, don't mind me at all. And as Trippin, welcome back to the stream. And Landon again asking here if Gagne would be back in. If not, no. So Adam Henrique's been out since game 3 of the LA, somewhere since in the LA series, I believe. So it's been Mr. Sam Carrick that came back in the lineup for the Oilers. So it's kind of been one of those good things. The Oilers have a lot of depth, and so far so good for them in these playoffs as everybody's partying down there in Edmonton today. Looks like a beautiful, bright, sunny day in Edmonton. That's huge, to be honest with you. That's awesome to see for the Edmonton Oilers, is that the fan parks can actually enjoy some sunshine, because we are not enjoying much sunshine down here in southern Alberta lately. But hey, we're also taking the fact that we're not completely dry and dying this evening, dying in terms of a heat wave here in May. So, other guy, am I solo tonight? Yes, solo tonight. Matt is off this evening. He has got some commitments elsewhere, so he's taking care of that. And well, that leaves us to do our regular old thing here on Dolynny TV tonight, as we look forward to seeing if the Oilers can improve to a 2-0 series lead. Stuart Skinner in net for the Oilers. Jake Ottinger likely to be in net for the Dallas Stars. Leon Draisaitl with 25 points. Miro Heiskanen with 13. You've got Zach Hyman with 12 goals. Johnston with 7. Connor McDavid with 20 assists. And Robertson with 10. And then, of course, both goaltenders tied with 8 wins apiece. So, give me just a second here, guys. Like I said, dying of a little bit of a stuffed up silence. Give me a moment. Alright, friends, let's keep going. Sorry, my apologies. Just had to go deal with the ramifications of sneezing there on stream. But obviously, Connor McDavid, the overtime magic that won the Oilers game number 1. Now they look to see if they can find a way to win game number 2 here tonight. And again, it is spider season down in the studio, let me tell you. That is another ugly one right there. He's just crawling along here. And there we go. Smashed them up along the wall. We're good to go. Spiders all over the place. Everything kind of happening here now that we're getting into summer season in southern Alberta. But glad to have you aboard again. If you're just joining in, thanks for being aboard. As Insane's tuning in, and we got Spencer as well tuning in. So we're rolling along here this evening, friends. And obviously for the Oilers, as you see here, it is Stuart Skinner again getting the start. I know some fans were asking in the live stream after game number 1, would you rest Skinner after a double overtime game? Well, I think for the Oilers, they kind of figured out that double overtime is going to happen at some point, and they just ended up getting that going here in game 1. So hopefully the Oilers nice and rested and ready to go for game number 2, and we'll see what they can do for us here tonight. So Oiler fan man, welcome aboard as we continue along here on the live stream, friends. I don't think there's really too much to report on tonight's game. Apparently down in Dallas, there's a lot more Oilers fans in the building than there was in game 1. That would figure though, right? Is that kind of is the way it would break down for Oilers fans, is kind of getting down there for game 2, maybe a little easier in game 1 once you get all the once you get everything going, but it is what it is. We've got some Canadian fans as well down in Dallas with some signs, and they're breaking everything down. Not really much else to report here. Yeah, I think we're good to go for tonight's hockey game, friends. It's going to be just watching warm-ups to see if Mr. Adam Henrique is good to go tonight or not. I know Chris Knobloch was saying he's about 98%, so that's a big add if the Edmonton Oilers do indeed get him back for these playoffs. Obviously, the big trade deadline acquisition, so you would like to see him, but obviously Sam Carrick's been an absolute beauty here so far in the past few games for the Edmonton Oilers since he got back in the lineup, so one might assume he's going to have an opportunity to keep shining if Adam Henrique is in, or is out, sorry. As we go along here, friends, again, William, welcome aboard. Sandbox, welcome in as well. Awake, welcome back. As the Edmonton Oilers will wait to get things underway. We got David Amber and Elliot Friedman this evening now on Sportsnet. So I guess Gene gets the Saturday game off as David Amber comes down to Dallas to get things going with Elliot Friedman. And they're talking with Tyler Seguin right now, trying to talk things over with the Dallas Stars 2-goal scorer in game number 1. Obviously, he's the reason Dallas was sniffing around it last time out. So we'll see if Tyler Seguin can continue to have a good little series here. So far, a 2-goal performance through 1 game. So as we go, Bob, welcome aboard. Antonio, welcome in as well. As friends, we continue to see things peak up here. If you haven't already left that like on the stream yet, make sure to do that as you trickle on in. Just saying that's kind of been the success story for the live streams. Obviously, we didn't see quite the same crazy numbers as we normally do in overtime. That is to say, the NHL is doing the live stats cast or whatever on YouTube, kind of their own version of what we're doing here. So kind of makes it a little tougher to get those crazy numbers, but at the same rate too, glad to have you aboard for everyone that did tune in and everyone that hung out throughout game number 1. We're looking for that 100-hour mark by the end of the I guess the start of the stream, I guess the pregame portion, and we're already up over 12 hours, so glad to have you aboard here this evening as the Edmonton Oilers are getting things going here in, well, as C's saying, about 29 minutes. So what would that be? That would be about 6:08, I think. That might be a little early, but again, I would not mind a 6:08 start. I've kind of got a birthday party I need to get to tonight if we have a possibility. I again have been told it's maybe a 1 or 2 drink thing down there at Main Street, but that said, if we can get out of here about 9 o'clock, we can probably get there in time, knowing that those 1 or 2 drink things sometimes turn into a little something more on Saturday nights. Harold, welcome in, and Mr. Doom, welcome aboard. We are obviously getting to getting towards this puck drop here. Connor McDavid's on the ice for warm-up right now. They're showing all the fans inside the building. They're showing all the fans out in the Rogers Place Ice District area. Obviously, everyone mulling around waiting to get tonight's game going, as Rick Bowness was a Coach of the Year finalist with the Winnipeg Jets this year, and now he's sitting in on the panel on Hockey Night in Canada. Jeff, didn't realize Bouchard had 80-plus points during the regular season. Yeah, there's a lot to say. If you look at the stats between Bouchard and Quinn Hughes, there is a lot to say that Bouchard is neck and neck with kind of Quinn Hughes and the Cale Makars of the world after this year. So we'll see where it all goes out together. As that's all, welcome aboard. Gord, welcome in as well as we continue to get things going here this evening. We are kind of pacing towards puck drop. Obviously, still plenty of time before we officially drop the puck in tonight's action. So the Oilers lineup this evening, according to Game 1, was Nugent Hopkins, McDavid, Hyman, Holloway, Draisaitl, Kane, Fogle, McLeod, Ryan, Janmark, Carrick, Brown. I really haven't heard if anyone comes out for Henrique who it is. So now we'll see where things go. But insane. If I have to take off, I'm not taking off. That's kind of the one thing I tell everybody about playoff time in my life, is this is the priority, this is the big show, this is what I wait for all year. So this is where we're at, but obviously everybody's usually pretty good at accommodating that as well. I think we're missing game number 4. I think there's a ball game on game number 4 of this series, so I'm missing the ball game on Wednesday night. We'll be here. Not that that's necessarily a bad idea, kind of dealing with a little hurt shoulder right now, so we'll see if we can kind of recover that in time for the next time out. So let's go here, friends. We got Adam Henrique going on the ice right now. He is a game time decision for the Oilers. He looks to be skating pretty comfortably around out there. As well, the stats so far in these playoffs, the Oilers were averaging 3.77 goals per game. The Dallas Stars 2.86. The Oilers 2.69 goals against per game. And, for the Dallas Stars, 2.43. So I guess tonight, really, if the Oilers can clean it up a little bit more in their own end and only allow 1 goal against and maybe light up the Dallas Stars for 4 or 5, suddenly those numbers even up nicely in the Oilers' favor. So we'll see what happens. But the Dallas Stars penalty killing percentage, 70.4%. Like I said, if the Oilers want to win this series, they keep that penalty kill above 90. We will be fine and dandy to get somewhere by the end of these Stanley Cup playoffs. But we continue along here on the live stream, friends, with Rick Bowness kind of explaining some stuff about the Edmonton Oilers defense, the Dallas Stars offense, and kind of how this series could break down as we go here this evening. As we're waiting for hockey to get back underway for another night here in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Obviously, the Oilers have given us 12, 13 games in the playoffs, so that's a little bit more than we've gotten the past few years. And past year we got only 12 games last year, and now we've got a grand total so far of 13. I think the year previous was 12 plus 4, so 16. So no matter what, by the time we finish up this series, we should kind of be ready to rock and roll for more games than we have played all playoffs the past few years. Well, there's Soros joining the chat, my friend. Good evening to you. Glad to have you aboard as we get obviously started up for tonight's hockey game. Just again, I don't know what to expect tonight. I think Dallas is going to be a little better than they were in game number 1, but at the same rate too, if the Oilers really feel confident in how they played game number 1, then I assume game number 2 is going to be kind of the exact same, a good tight battle between both teams, and whoever just has that last shot to win it kind of comes down to it, whether it be overtime or not. And Jeff, was it true Connor McDavid was sick? To honestly tell you, I don't know. I've heard rumors. I don't know where that was said. I don't know. I know it was attributed at one point to Ron McLean. I don't know what the case might be there, but again, for Connor McDavid, it really doesn't matter if he's under the weather, hurt, or whatever. It's still Connor McDavid at the end of the day. A 25% healthy Connor McDavid is still better than 50% of the NHL. So that's where we'll see where this Edmonton Oilers team can do us some damage here tonight. And obviously, if Connor McDavid is on the mend from any sickness or anything, that will do us good. So we continue to roll here. tripping. Mine's coming. It's a little difficult on the back end while I'm live, but we'll try and get that going for you. Definitely throw a comment down there on the old live stream, or not the live stream, either the live stream or else the post game once those go live at the end of the night, and we'll get that taken care of. As Tony, the Oilers will win tonight. Well, I'm hoping the Oilers can win tonight. That would be an ideal situation. Kind of maybe swallow up this series a little quicker than any of us thought they might. Again, though, if you win both in Dallas, you're going to have one heck of an effort at home, or things are going to get interesting. So, as well, Patrick, as Toff is saying there, continues to be occupied here over the past week. He's kind of gotten things going for some stuff before kind of getting into the nitty-gritty of the Western Conference Final here over the next week, and then as well the Stanley Cup Finals. But you are seeing Patrick still getting the videos out, so those streams, I'm sure as Toff would tell you as well, will be coming back here ASAP, right? That's kind of the situation, so we'll see where we go. And there you have it. So Tim is coming into the DMs right now saying Oilers win tonight and they win the series, but tonight's game is going to be a battle. So that is where the Oilers are going to have to really come through with a good effort. So Toff's confirming Game 4 will be streamed on the Farm Girl. Welcome aboard the live stream. And Peter, if I haven't already caught you, glad to see you back in here this evening as we obviously keep things rolling towards puck drop. I know we're kind of targeting sometime shortly after 6:10 this evening for puck drop between the Oilers and the Dallas Stars. So, Brian, welcome aboard again. Also, it's been a kind of hard day. It's been a day pretty much spent in the house. I did do a little yard work today, but kind of a day spent in the house because of the rain. So we'll see if I can keep the eyes together. A good day to have a nap, that is for sure. As Linda, welcome in as we continue to see some stuff here. As Stuart Skinner, it's okay to be disappointed, but am I clear about what I must do next? There you go. Stuart Skinner obviously having himself a pretty good playoffs outside of a couple games against Vancouver, so we'll see where he is. As Henrique is not taking line rushes during warm-up for the Edmonton Oilers. It would seem to suggest no lineup changes for the Edmonton Oilers this evening. So Mr. Henrique is not in. Maverick Bourque and Ty Dellandrea, sorry, I always screw that one up, are taking warm-ups as well for the Dallas Stars. So we continue to see obviously the little intricacies of this series come to light as we continue on the pregame portion as well here, friends. We're now up over a grand total of 28 hours watched on the stream, so we're rolling towards that 6 o'clock hour with kind of already a quarter, almost a third of the watch time hours by the time for puck drop. And again, if you are new to the channel, I would encourage you to hit that subscribe button here tonight. Entering action, I know I've been saying it the past few streams in a row, but entering action here tonight, we're 47 subscribers away from 16,000 on the channel, so we're almost there, and we'll see if we can get there here tonight as the Edmonton Oilers continue to roll along, as David Amber and Elliot Friedman continue to break down certain parts of tonight's game for us. Nation, welcome aboard as we get things closer towards puck drop. As Epiphany, welcome aboard. Seeing you join the chat there as well. 2 for 2 for wins for the Oilers. Well, that would be the most ideal situation, I think, for all of us this evening if the Oilers can indeed find a way to go out there and win tonight. That doesn't take pressure off. I think that actually adds pressure for the Oilers here tonight in terms of it really tells us they have to go out there and win in Game 3 at home, and kind of then sets up a really awesome situation in Game number 4. That said, we'll see what the Oilers can kind of do here tonight. You've got to battle through for the full 60. I think obviously against Dallas, the way this game has been tight, if you control 50+ minutes, you're likely to win the hockey game. But you got to make sure you do everything you can to make sure that is the guaranteed outcome, rather than just hope and expect to win tonight's hockey game based on what you've done for a majority of the game. So We continue on the pregame portion, but I see a bunch of you have joined along here just over the past 5 minutes or so. So again, to confirm, Stuart Skinner is the starter for the Oilers tonight. Jake Ottinger is the starter for the Dallas Stars. 8 wins, 6 losses, 2.10 goals against average, and a .919 save percentage for one Jake Ottinger. So it'll be interesting tonight to see if the Oilers can again get to him for more than 2 goals and see if they can find a way to get this going here for us this evening. So yeah, we will see where we go. Adrian, welcome aboard as we continue to see everybody join the chat here. We got Tony joining along for the we'll see Tony joining and asking if Ekholm is playing tonight. I believe he is, as far as I know, so we'll see what the Oilers have in store. There's been no reports saying Matthias Ekholm's not playing, so I think it's just confirming that as we go there. As Stephanie, welcome aboard here this evening, friends. I will not lie to you, a little stuffed up here tonight, and obviously my head's pounding a little bit. I think it's just the old weather out there, kind of the pressure changes outside or something messing with me. But yeah, there's really not much to cover off in this pregame portion, especially if Adam Henrique's not playing in the game. I think we're pretty well set for tonight's action in terms of everything. The Oilers obviously will ice the same lineup as they have so far here in this series, and they will try and again find a way to win another hockey game against the Dallas Stars tonight. So I'd just like to see the Oilers play a game where they don't give up the puck nation. That would be huge. Thankfully for the Oilers, they've kind of had some help from the other team as well, giving up the pucks. So it is where we're at. And Cam once more asking where Matt is. For those of you that have tuned into the last few live streams here over the course of the past week or so, Matt's been joining along for the ride, and Matt is needed elsewhere tonight for some of his friends, so he is taking care of that. And of course, he knows I can handle a solo show, and we've been doing that all year and all the past 5-6 years. So we'll battle through no matter what and get this job done, and we'll see if Matt can join us later on in the series. But tonight, friends, obviously it is one of those things where it doesn't matter kind of what the Oilers do, they just got to find a way to win, in my opinion, because you have been gifted an opportunity to go up 2-0, obviously scoring the double overtime winner, being fortunate enough to do that. So if you can do that here tonight, that would be absolutely fantastic. So we will go here to there we go. We'll just take care of that. We'll go there. There it is. We'll do that instead. As the Edmonton Oilers, obviously talking here a little bit with Hockey Night in Canada about, I guess, the Red Deer Rebels days. Nugent Hopkins, of course, a big member of the Red Deer Rebels over the course of his career, talking with Colby Armstrong there. Colby Armstrong showing off Nugent Hopkins a photo of when he was... oh, no, never mind. That's not a photo. That's some kind of movie photo or something, but we'll see what we can get going here this evening. As we've got, friends, a matter of about what Toff said, about 6:16 for puck drop. So we've got about 22 minutes or so until the puck drops between the Oilers and the Dallas Stars this evening. We're looking forward to getting things going, and they're showing off some highlights here. Nugent Hopkins in all parts of his career here actually is obviously he has been a long tenured member of the Edmonton Oilers, playing alongside Hull and Eberle back in the day, playing alongside almost everybody that has come through the Oilers doors over the past several years. Friends, we're up over 41 hours on the live stream, so we continue to roll tonight. Jonas, where's the game happening? The game is this evening in Dallas, Texas again, so we'll again get things going for what should be a good hockey game against the Dallas Stars. I think game number 2 is going to be just as tough of a battle, if not tougher, than game number 1 was against the Stars. But as we see here, friends, the Oilers, they're showing off highlights here of Nugent Hopkins scoring in the playoffs over the past few years. Obviously playing with some of the Oilers' more elite players the past several years with Connor McDavid and everyone like that. And I don't know when they're going to show Nugent Hopkins' insane back check there earlier in the season that saved a for sure goal against, but we'll see where this is going. I'm kind of tough listening without sound, but they're showing off highlights here of the handshakes against Vegas after the round number 2 last year, game 6 at home. So now they're showing Nugent Hopkins scoring big goals in the playoffs this year, and what was a good performance from him. And Jonas, it'll be Monday night in Edmonton for the Edmonton Oilers, as I think, again, that's one thing we haven't talked about, the start times for the next few games. Game 3 will be a 6:30 puck drop, friends, and then game number 4 will be a 6:30 puck drop as well. Game 5 will be necessary for the Oilers and Dallas Stars no matter what. However, there is no time set up for that game yet, so we'll see kind of what happens. We'll probably have a game 5 start time after tonight, one would assume. That I think would be how that would break down based on the previous playoffs, or else after game 3, they kind of give it to us a little late sometimes. But yeah, the Edmonton Oilers just about ready to get underway tonight. The Oilers game 2 lineup will remain unchanged from game number 1. Stars lineup for game 2 as per the Dallas Stars reporting staff here. This one will be Marchment, Duchesne, Pavelski, Robertson, Sagan, Dadonov, Ben, Johnston, Stankoven, Delandria, and Steele and Smith. So there's a couple of changes here for Dallas by the looks of it compared to game number 1. But now we're still seeing the X's and bones for Sportsnet here as they're getting things going on these segments with Rick Bowness, and they're showing off the highlights of Dallas trying to come back from a 2-1 deficit in the second period while on the power play. So this one is kind of good. If I could listen with sound, that would kind of explain things a little bit here, but they're showing off kind of what Heiskanen was doing to open up the play, but again what Ryan McLeod was doing good to keep the puck forced away from the middle, and McLeod kind of clearing out to the far side point. And I think that was the one that started Fogelback the little way for the Oilers in a matter of a few seconds after that clip ended. But friends, give me just a moment here. I chose to wear not the right attire for down here, so give me a moment. I'll go change out and get a little comfier for tonight's action, then we'll be right back in a matter of moments. Alright, my apologies. That is a little bit warmer. I guess I could turn on the actual heater in here for once, but yeah, we'll see kind of how cold it gets down here. If it is actually going to thunderstorm and rain outside all night, we'll see. As right now, friends, we're just waiting for this game to get underway. It is just about officially 6 o'clock this evening, so we are just a matter of moments away from getting underway here in about the next 15 minutes or so. Let's go here and see where we're at. 3.5. We are now up over 54 hours watched on the stream. And Cam, make sure to feed the cat. I will feed the cat at the end of the first intermission. That is kind of about when the cat, well, actually, not feed the cat. I should, not after the first, at the start of the first intermission. That's about when it should be time to get the cats going. That's when they'll be about asking, so we'll see. As yeah, we're rolling along. As Oilers source is what would everyone like to see in the Oilers YouTube sphere? What seems to be missing out there? Well, Top, I'm telling you, Oilers history videos are definitely missing. I know, really, it's just a matter of finding that one unique thing, and I think it's kind of everybody has that different unique perspective, and I think that's the only thing missing is more perspective. So hopefully whatever you bring, that'll be awesome to see. So let's go here, friends. We are rolling along here this live stream. We are just about to get to the Hockey Night in Canada broadcast intro, as we'll get the game broadcast intro, I should say. As again, if you're just joining aboard, Jake Ottinger and Stuart Skinner, your starters for tonight's action. Skinner 8-3, 270 goals against average and an 888 save percentage. So Stuart Skinner can bring up his save percentage with a 1-goal performance and a few shots against. Probably bring up his save percentage up over 892, 893 tonight. So that would be absolutely fantastic to see if the Oilers can get that out of Stuart Skinner and the defense this evening. But friends, just about to cross 1,000 views on the live stream this evening. So thank you so much for hanging out on the pregame portion. But as you see right now, the NHL has gone officially live with their I guess you could say their live coverage of the game. So we'll see things kind of dip off from here, one might think, and we'll get going towards the broadcast with just the regulars on the live stream, with some new folks trickling in as per. But again, if you are new to the channel, I guess I'm kind of giving you a discredit right there. If you are new, I want you to be a regular here on the live streams, be a regular on the videos as well. Consider hitting that subscribe button, hanging around with us, and stay in tune for all this. Again, also, if you're a Dallas Stars fan, hey, thanks for being aboard. You know, I can't really say that enough, is if you're a Dallas Stars fan choosing to hang out with a bunch of Edmonton Oilers fans for what is usually a pretty big hockey game in the playoffs, that is pretty awesome of you for sure. So, Skinner's games where he lets in 4 goals on 17 shots versus Vancouver really killed the save percentage. Well, the nice part is it's 4 goals on 17 shots, right? So you get a whole bunch of saves in one hockey game. That starts bringing it back up for sure. So that is where we're at, as we'll see what we can do here in this hockey games first period upcoming in a matter of, well, it's 6:02, so about 10-12 minutes from now we should have this hockey game getting underway this evening. And then as well, friends, I don't think there's much else to add overall towards the commentary of this one. Again, it'll be a night where I think you'll see Connor McDavid really light up the scoreboard in a big way, whether it be lots of points or whether it be a pivotal moment to score the game winner or something. And it just seems like, based on what you saw in Game 1 against Dallas, that this might be the series where Connor McDavid himself takes down the Dallas Stars, or the opposing team, whatever you want to say. So that's fantastic to see that Connor's on his game to start the series, and we'll see where that leads us here in this early part of the series in Game number 2 against the Dallas Stars. Again, just checking in to see if there's anything else. May 24th. 1990, the team picture with the Stanley Cup for the Edmonton Oilers. So no Hintz and no Henrique for game number 2 between the Oilers and Dallas Stars. So that is a big loss for both teams. Two big pieces up front. Obviously, Adam Henrique, a top 6 forward for the Oilers, and Rupe Hintz, a top centerman for the Dallas Stars as well. So we'll see what we can do. Again, we're pacing along here this evening, friends, towards the pregame portion. They've got the kind of pregame going on here. They're showing a whole bunch of highlights here so far in just of the fans and the craziness around this series so far, in terms of fans showing up and really being a big part of it. But again, I'm just sort of trying to calculate the watch time one more time here. We go here towards 69.75 hours. So friends, thank you so much for spending your Saturday evening with me. I think, to be honest with you, it's kind of tough in the fact that it is Saturday evening. It's 6 o'clock. It's like dinner time, but you're all here hanging out with us this evening, and I appreciate that. And as well, friends, when it comes down to anyone asking about if Matt is coming tonight or not, Matt is not going to be aboard for the live stream. He's got some other commitments elsewhere, and obviously, right, when it comes down to life commitments versus coming on and joining your buddy for a live stream podcast edition of an Edmonton Oilers hockey game, I think that's an easy choice for somebody that doesn't do that full time on the side. So That's where we've got that situation tonight. It'll be me flying solo tonight, and it'll be nice actually in a way to get back to it and kind of get that appreciation built up for somebody else making it light work throughout a hockey game. As hometown in the house as well right now as we get the intro for Hockey Night in Canada underway here, and now all of a sudden, friends, we're going to light up what is going to be an absolutely fantastic live stream, one might say, tonight, as the Oilers and Dallas Stars are going to do battle in a pivotal Game 2, I think, for Dallas. If you split the series and go home to Edmonton to face the Oilers on their home ice, that might be just one of those things you're looking for. But for the Oilers, if you go home 2-0 up, I like our chances in this series a lot more than I did at the start of game number 1. Margaret, welcome aboard as well, friends. We are rolling into tonight's actual portion of the hockey game here with 250 of you along for the ride. Thank you for hanging out. I can't say that enough, as the Oilers need to find a way tonight to replicate that game 1 effort and really come through with what would be a game 2 that puts us up 2-0 and gives us all kinds of potential outcomes in this series. So we continue along to see what we got on the panel here. 6:06 on the clock, so we're about 10 minutes away from puck drop if toss numbers were correct. The Oilers will start Stuart Skinner tonight. If you're just joining in, it'll be Jake Ottinger starting for the Dallas Stars, and now all of a sudden they've got David Amber and Elliot Friedman once more joining us inside Dallas's arena, although Kyle Buskakis will actually join us as well for this little pregame portion of Sportsnet and Hockey Night in Canada's coverage. As we're waiting to get this going here, friends. They've got highlights of last night, which was Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks obviously doing their thing against whoever they're facing in the NBA playoffs. You think I pay that good of attention, you're doing all right. As Connor McDavid the night before scoring the overtime winner, and I mean just an unreal tap. And they've got the photo there of Zach Hyman photobombing the paintbrush and plumber photo for the Oilers. So that's awesome to see that the Oilers continue to use the plunger and the paintbrush throughout this playoffs. But obviously now you need to see that again come out tonight in what would be fantastic to see a winning effort from the Edmonton Oilers if we can indeed get it this evening. We now see David Amber and Elliot Friedman join us inside American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas. Hometown, do you see Connor McDavid scoring tonight? Well, I'm telling you, I think it's going to be a big night from Connor McDavid, whether it be that kind of classic 3-assist game where the Oilers score lots of goals and Connor McDavid doesn't get any goal scoring going, or whether it be Connor McDavid like he did in Game 1, scoring a big end-of-the-game goal to win it, whether it be in overtime or not. So we continue to see Elliot Friedman here explaining things on the pregame portion, sending it back to the studio now, as we should have the last studio break, one commercial break, and then into tonight's hockey game in a matter of moments. Toff, if you still have the countdown over there on TNT or ESPN or whoever it's on in the States, let me know. As Ross, you're saying I look tired. Yeah, it's been a long day already today. Kind of had some stuff go awry early morning. I had some stuff planned and ended up not working out according to the plan, so that kind of was tough, but we'll make it work here as we go along this evening. And obviously the Oilers will fire us up with a good hockey game, that's for sure, as we're going to get some chances on goal probably right out of the gate, one might assume. They've got not really sure what all this light show is, but the Edmonton Oilers will start down the tunnel here right now and obviously get us going as the trainers and everybody say, let's go, boys. This is going to be a big game for the Oilers and a bigger game for Edmonton Oilers fans tonight. We've got the pregame portion just about wrapping up. We're just about to the anthems here. Outdoor Adventure, welcome aboard, as there's a whole bunch of fans recording things on their cell phones as per usual tradition in the pregame. And JC, unfortunately I can't point the camera towards the screen because it is copyright material. And if I get copyright material on the channel, I lose absolutely everything we've built here over the past several years, and that doesn't seem like a really good idea. So let's go here. The Oilers down the tunnel. The Dallas Stars now officially on the ice. Fans in the stands waving the towels, getting everything fired up for this evening's game. The Oilers coming onto the ice now, and obviously skating around, ready for this action this evening. Lots of Oilers fans on the camera views we're seeing inside the American Airlines Center as the Dallas Stars skate around their own end, get things fired up. And there is actually a lot of Oilers orange in the crowd this evening. It's kind of shocking actually to see how much more it appears there is compared to the last game out, as Sam Carrick's out there. Zach Hyman takes his spot on the blue line, so they will start. They will start Connor McDavid, Zach Hyman, and the rest of Nugent Hopkins, Bouchard, and Ekholm on the ice here to begin tonight's hockey game. Ghost, welcome aboard. Just the start of the pregame portion. Nothing missed yet. Robin, welcome aboard. They've got the Moss Pit down there in Edmonton, obviously all fired up. Everybody congregating in the middle there, getting ready for tonight's action, as the Canadian Ice House has sold over 800 wings and 600 liters of beer. What are we talking about here? I don't actually know what the... I don't know if that's just today's stats or what, to be honest with you, as... yeah, we're rolling along here, waiting for this one to get underway. I don't know if that was just an ad for Canadian Brewhouse or what, but let's get this going, friends. The Edmonton Oilers on the bench now, so too are the Dallas Stars. And Jordan, am I ready for this tonight? Matthew as well, saying let's go. I think I am. It's just a matter we got to get there. It's been a long pregame, 46 minutes worth of pregame. We'll be about 50 by the time we drop the puck this evening. The U.S. National Anthem now starting up here tonight, as we will get things officially ready to go for tonight's hockey game. The Oilers standing up on the bench. And friends, are you ready to do this? I don't know if I am, obviously. I don't know if I'm ready to handle the intensity of a playoff game on a Saturday night at 6 p.m., but let's do it. It's Hockey Night in Canada nonetheless. The Western Conference Finals. Noah, welcome aboard. We are just about set to get things going as the anthem is underway in Dallas, Texas officially now, as we've got Selena Ray singing the anthem for Dallas this evening as the Oilers and Stars get going, as it is Canada actually. They had all the Star-Spangled Banner stuff queued up inside the Dallas Arena. They must have been thanking a veteran or something to begin the hockey game. Lots of Oilers fans, like I said, in the stands here this evening, wearing the Oilers colors. As Raymond, welcome aboard, as Stuart Skinner obviously has been solid for 60 minutes in this series so far, right? I mean, falling apart, if you're accusing him of falling apart in the third period against Dallas last time out, I really don't think that was the case. I think, end of the day, that game was destined to be tight the whole way through, and that it was. And Crozier, welcome aboard from Hawaii, as it is 2:11 p.m. over there, so nice and early in the afternoon, as yeah, we're rolling into the Canadian National Anthem ending at the American Airlines Center, and then we will get to hockey here in a matter of moments. As the Edmonton Oilers and the Dallas Stars, Game 2, it's a weird calm compared to Game 1. I think in Game 1, I think Raymond, as you were echoing those sentiments, about Skinner, right, there was almost that expectation, hey, this is likely going to go wrong if we're the Edmonton Oilers. But instead, in Game number 1, it went all the way right to the Oilers winning in overtime, double overtime at that. So, Stan, welcome aboard. We've got the U.S. National Anthem playing inside the American Airlines Center as of right now, as we are about set to get this hockey game underway in a matter of a brief few moments. We are at now officially up over 110 hours watched on the live stream this evening, friends. So we've done the pregame portion the way it's always done. So here we go, friends. Let's get this going. The anthem singers getting this job done here in the American Airlines Center in this hockey game, about ready to get underway. Jason Robertson on the bench there for the Dallas Stars. Jake Ottinger out there for the Stars as well. As the old, I really don't understand what's with the big scoreboard at the end of the rink. Maybe that's because it's an NBA thing, but we'll see where this game goes here this evening. The Oilers and Stars are really dragging out the anthems tonight. I mean, really dragging out the anthems. This is probably, if you had the over on it, you've probably cashed some money here tonight, as finally the anthem comes to an end. The Dallas Stars fans kind of cautiously clap there after this one, because I think they're a little nervous coming into tonight's action that the Oilers might repeat the performance in Game 1 and squeak out a victory in Game 2. So meet the starting goaltenders, Stuart Skinner, 8-3 record, 2.70 goals against average, 888 save percentage. That would have been easier to say. And then as well, you've got Jake Ottinger, 8-6 record, 2.10 goals against average, and a .919 save percentage. Becca, welcome aboard. Trent, as well, as we get things going for puck drop here for the Stars and the Edmonton Oilers. I don't know who they're starting on the ice against Connor McDavid, but he's got all kind of water on his visor here. He's going to wipe that off, I'm sure, when he gets to the bench right away, as the Oilers set to take the face-off at center ice against the Dallas Stars, is drawn in both sides, and the face-off down now as Connor McDavid scrambles it ahead. Joe Pavelski kind of left a nice little mark on McDavid there in the middle, not allowing him to get forward with it, as Bouchard off the dump in, got it over to Nugent Hopkins. Now coming down the right wing, Connor McDavid right in on net. Far side pass. McDavid was looking for Mr. Zach Hyman, trailing late into the zone. Here's a 2-on-1 coming back the other way, but McDavid with a massive hit to free up that puck inside the Oilers zone from behind, and then he throws the body and throws the man into the bench. Connor McDavid has come to play tonight. Let me tell you, I expected a big game, but he's out there throwing the body right on the shift. 2 hits to start things off. Puck to the blue line here for Dylan Holloway as he busts into the Dallas zone, takes Heiskanen into the boards. That'll free up Draisaitl along the near side wall. Draisaitl back to the point. Darnay down low to the far side. Shot from the outside, tipped in front by Holloway, goes wide. And near side, the puck comes now for Draisaitl to the far side boards, leaving it there for Darnell Nurse on the inside. Pass into the zone. Desharnais will flip up along the wall. Holloway looks to make the pass right in on Ottinger, and that will be, despite no shots in this hockey game, a face-off inside the Dallas zone. That was a good little start to the hockey game. I mean, Connor McDavid, a couple of light-you-up plays there, trying to find the far side pass, cut off there by Tanev, however, and then coming back the other way, Connor McDavid backtracking, just absolutely dumped Duchesne, and then came in against Tanev and lit him up into the Oilers bench to some degree. 20 assists in the 2024 playoffs for Connor McDavid. He leads the playoffs. Magic, welcome aboard as we get things going now for a redone face-off as Dellandrea comes in against one Sam Carrick. The Oilers win it back. Nice retreat at the blue line there by Brett Kulak to keep it on side and also keep puck possession, as puck possession was one of those things in that Game 1 that the Oilers desperately did right at times. As this across the line, Carrick battling it free there. Pass to the near side now for Brown, back to the blue line, as it'll be tapped now to Steele on a bad pass from Brown. Back along, Ceci hits Steele along the wall, and the Dallas Stars lose possession. Almost immediately inside the Oilers zone, across the line comes Brown. Brown battling for it, can't get towards it. Brown will fire down along the boards. Instead, it's turned back, and Dallas across the Oilers line fires in to Darnell Nurse, near side corner, backhand along the wall, picked up there by Desharnais. Up the boards is Derek Ryan battling there, and this puck is tied up again. Those camera angle inside Dallas's arena makes it really tough to see just where that puck is along the near side wall. Here's McLeod to the middle of the ice, just couldn't get that puck to settle down after chasing after it, and instead it's fired back into the Oilers' end. Fogle along the near side boards, bounces out to the neutral for the Stars. D to D, Harley to the far side, off the boards into the Dallas zone. Offside, that was a tough play, but the Edmonton Oilers get the lucky call, and just like that, we will have an offside here against the Dallas Stars. So that one could have definitely been one of those plays that bites the Oilers early in the hockey game. Thankfully it doesn't. David, welcome aboard. Michael, welcome in as we get everybody tuning in here this evening as the Edmonton Oilers getting going here. 17:36 to go in this first period of play. 1-0 the shots for the Oilers. Obviously that blue line shot there from outside the zone gets counted, as this one's McDavid back on the ice now, over to Bouchard, back to McDavid, cutting through the middle in front of the Oilers blue line. McDavid winds it up like it's a power play. McDavid's got his legs moving here tonight. Taps it along the wall to Hyman, far side pass over to Nugent Hopkins. Nuge down the left wing inside the Stars zone, back for Ekholm. Teed up the one-timer, but it was actually a pass over to Hyman. Left it there for McDavid. McDavid tries to dribble it through the defense of Duchesne. Couldn't have done it. And this one, obviously, we've got a pretty good Pretty good start to tonight's hockey games. We're just 3 minutes in as the puck forced towards the middle. Still no shot on Skinner. Puck behind, left there for near side boards by McDavid. Flipped out along the middle of the ice, and the Dallas Stars will come up with it as it comes now near side for Heiskanen inside his own zone. And he'll fire in far side boards against the Edmonton Oilers. Kulak, Ben fires in front, can't get it going. Now Kane will lift over to Mr. Leon Draisaitl through the middle of the ice, firing into the Dallas zone. The feeling out process keeps going as this one now to the near side boards, picked up by Jamie Benn. Benn across the line, fires the shot, scores. And I don't know if that was a knuckle puck or what, but Jamie Benn made light work of beating Stuart Skinner right there on that one, as that was a tough shot there. Skinner just never fully set up on the 2-on-1 back the other way. And yeah, this one was tough for the Oilers for sure. Watch that one bounce off the boards, kind of a dead play there that kind of left Brett Kulak by himself, and then I guess Jamie Benn kind of shot it through the screen. Through the screen of Brett Kulak, but still not a goal. I want to see Stuart Skinner letting up as that one goes blocker side on Skinner. And for the first time all series, the Edmonton Oilers are chasing this hockey game. As this one goes to the far side, bounced up into the Dallas zone. The Oilers chasing it down low against the defense as Fogle gets in there against Suter, as Ryan continues to tie up as well. Fourth goal of the playoffs for Jamie Benn, who obviously over the course of his career has been pretty good overall, but also pretty good against the Oilers, as Kulak makes a diving cutoff play to not leave Ceci stranded alone in his own zone, as this one is back near side, picked up Ceci across the line to the far side for Brown. Brown tapping it down low. Shot from Brown. Connor Brown scores a goal in the playoffs. Woo! Let's go. Mr. Connor Brown on a rebound finds the way to get the back of the net going, and the Oilers tie the game one apiece just like that. All right, well, let the floodgates open, I guess. Mr. Connor Brown's got it. I don't have much for lungs tonight, but what an unreal play there from the Oilers. It all started earlier on that shift by Kulak, really cutting off a puck, and then Connor Brown fires a shot on net, and then he fires it and gets the rebound as well, drives it through the 5-hole of Jake Ottinger, and that's a pretty shaky goal there as well, as Ottinger left the 5-hole very, very well exposed. So here we go. Face off. Down now for Mr. Connor McDavid and crew as the Oilers tap inside the Dallas zone in behind the net, as this one goes to the far side back into the neutral. The Dallas Stars forced it out as the Oilers will come back into the middle of the ice, and Dallas again comes across the Oilers line. They're stripped of the puck there, firing it down in the near side corner. Shot fired as it'll be picked up by the Oilers now. First of the playoffs for one Connor Brown. Connor McDavid's turned back. Shot now over for Lindell. Lindell will come back now for... This puck's actually just bouncing all around. Sorry. As this one's to the far side. Ekholm will tap up now for Carrick. Carrick up the middle of the ice. Near side. Janmark can't cut it off as both teams are just kind of bouncing this puck around. There's really not much happening here. A lot of into the zone, out of the zone, through the neutral zone, back the other way kind of going on here. 14:30 to go in this first period. Point shot up coming from Vinny Desharnais, blocked in front by, I believe, Joe Pavelski. There's Sam Carrick. Carrick back to the blue line for Darnell Nurse. The shot through traffic, blocked in front. And I think there's a Dallas Stars player that's hurt on that block, as there's Connor Brown getting involved there again. And the Dallas Stars player will go off to the bench as this one across the line here as Dallas is turned back, and Mr. Darnell Nurse will come up with the puck. We played 6 minutes. We got 2 goals in the hockey game. It's a 1-1 score as Nurse under duress from Jamie Benn. Those two have done battle over the several years of their careers in the NHL together. 3-1. The shots lead for the Edmonton Oilers early in this hockey game. Puck up along the left wall, bounced in on Ottinger. Ottinger out to play the puck. Holloway falls down, or he might have been able to spin that one in front for the Oilers. As this one to the far side board, shot along the wall here as it's into the neutral zone. Stolen away again from the Stars by the Oilers. 13:32 to go as Kane moves it ahead now for Kulak, tapping it back to the Stars at their own blue line. Far side pass, 2-on-1. Dallas loading up the trailer. The shot from Johnson blocked in front. What an absolute great save made there by either the defense or Mr. Stuart Skinner as it comes back down inside the Dallas end. Petrovic takes a big hit there along the wall by Ryan McLeod across the line. Now it comes again. The Dallas Stars get it into the Oilers zone. Behind the net, the Oilers will try and get this one going along the near side wall. Now Derek Ryan comes out with it to the neutral zone. Nice play by Fogle to play it ahead, and that allowed the Oilers to keep it along and alive because of the Dallas Stars unable to do anything. That shot fired there by McLeod goes wide of the net there off the save from Ottinger, and Mr. Matthias Ekholm will come up with the puck. He'll almost turn it over. Oh boy. But this will instead be ripped up on the block there by Bouchard across to Hyman. Hyman got a bounce off Miro Heiskanen, and it goes in behind the net. And again, the Oilers doing a good job pressuring the Dallas Stars as they try to exit their zone. Sam Steele across and over. Tips off a stick into the bench. And I gotta go blow my nose again, friends, here. This is getting tough here tonight for some reason. Commercial break time between the Oilers and the Dallas Stars now officially, but what has been a good hockey game thus far for the Oilers. Things are rolling along, obviously, and I think one might say you can't really complain too much about the Oilers and Stars being tied 1-1, especially when you give the fact that the Oilers give up the first goal of the game and then immediately get it right back. Lynn, welcome aboard. Shara, welcome in. Bob, welcome in as well as we get things going towards this commercial break. Just to recap the goal scoring so far in this evening's hockey game, one might say for the Oilers, lucky to be back in it just that fast because the Dallas Stars are a good defensive team at times, and so far the Oilers have found the timely goals in this series. Jamie Benn scoring the first goal of the game from Wyatt Johnston and Miro Heiskanen, and then Connor Brown from Cody Ceci and Warren Fogle. So talk about timely guys getting goals, points, assists, whatever you want to say. That's huge for the Edmonton Oilers because that was a massive one right there for the Edmonton Oilers to get that goal from one Connor Brown. So we'll see where we go, but right now we're just on commercial break right now as we wait for things to get back underway here in this first period of play. As right now we're at 12:21 to go in this period as we'll go here 3.3 friends is where we're at for the watch time. Again, we're at 154 hours already watched on the stream here this evening, so thank you again for being aboard and hanging out with us on the live stream all afternoon, all evening as we go into this one as Drysdale wins the face-off back around behind the net now, picked up by the Edmonton Oilers as Mr. Dylan Holloway will try and battle this one past. It can't happen as it goes into the near side corner. Drysdale's taken down. That was a hard hit of both legs going into the boards for Drysdale. Shot from Dallas. Turned aside by Stuart Skinner. 12:01 to go here in this first period of play across the line. Here's Drysdale looking to make the pass back to the trailer nurse right in front. Bobbling at it. Kane, Holloway jamming. Ottinger. The save. The puck's still loose. Referee never blew the whistle. And the puck is cleared all the way down the length of the ice for an icing call on what was an absolute mess inside the Dallas crease. So, interesting right there for sure, as the Edmonton Oilers definitely came close to capitalizing on that one. Scooter, Giddy, welcome aboard, as glad to have you in CW as well. And I'm going to welcome in as the Edmonton Oilers have got this game at 1-1 right now. Kane obviously diving in the crease there, trying to get that puck into the back of the net. And Snowman, who is the radio voice for the Oilers? It would be one Jack Michaels and Cam Moon. It's kind of split duties over the course of the year as Jack Michaels also has the TV rights. Is down behind the net, jammed in front by Connor McDavid off the face-off. Ottinger, the glove hand save, but the Edmonton Oilers, outside of one big save, or one big shot for the Dallas Stars, are really getting this game going early as This one's one that, yeah, you know what? You get one save, you're up 1-0, but the Oilers have not stopped or let that stop them from really pressuring the net at the other end. And obviously, right now, 6 shots on goal. You got a goal. Jake Ottinger's had to make some tough saves. The scramble in the crease just a few moments ago. Zach Hyman tapping along the boards here, now down low to Connor McDavid. Hyman getting in battle in there with Nugent Hopkins, trying to keep it away from Tanev. Hyman shoots the puck towards the net. Swiped by Nugent Hopkins, goes wide. Back at the point now, picked up by Ekholm over to Bouchard. Bouchard will fire the shot towards the net. Rebound in front as Hyman jammed it off the pad of Ottinger. Turned along the boards there. Hyman back high, can't get it through. 11:05 to go in this first period of play as this one's picked up again by Bouchard. Bouchard behind his own net to the far side now for Ekholm. Ekholm up across near side now for Hyman. Hyman across the line. Shot fired towards the net, goes wide as Janmark will come in and pick that one up. Shot down low by Matthias Ekholm. Picked up along the wall. Heiskanen will try and force this one forward as Janmark's going to come across with the puck again. Here's Bouchard dancing. Bouchard off the toe of Ottinger. He fanned on the shot, but the Oilers are getting all kinds of chances here tonight. Early on in this one as it's going to be Ekholm pounding it inside the Dallas zone. Takes a funny hop off the boards, almost fooled Ottinger. It'll be flipped out to the middle of the ice into the Oilers zone, touched along by Dadonov, picked up by Kulak. 10 minutes to go here in this first period of play as this will be Harley picking it up, firing it across the Oilers line on a tip again by Robertson as the goal scorer Connor Brown out there on the ice now for the Oilers as this picked up, forced to the middle of the shot. Rebound not allowed there by Stuart Skinner, who let it hit him, put the glove down, stopped it just like that, and the Edmonton Oilers will have a stoppage in play here with just over 10 minutes to go as that puck right in front by Hyman jammed off the back of the skate blade of Mr. Jake Ottinger. What a save in front. So that is awesome to see for the Edmonton Oilers here. They are getting lots of chances on net, and so far, well, they're not down because of it. So that's good news right now, friends, as we continue on in this first period of play. Just want to say as well, as we come up on 6:30, we are pacing really well overall on the live stream. 3,000 views on the stream here tonight, so thank you for being aboard this evening. But the Oilers are obviously doing their best. 9 shots on goal, 2 for Dallas. 6 hits for the Oilers, 3 for Dallas, 5 face-offs wins, 3 face-off wins so far. But Carolina, welcome aboard. Glad to have you in the live stream here tonight. Steve, welcome in as well. And Ottinger and Skinner are the same draft class. 2 good young goalies going head-to-head. Well, hey, I'll tell you right now, both goalies put in a heck of a performance in game number 1. And Adam, you're going there as well for Oilers Rangers. I think that's what everybody kind of is hoping for. I think Dallas Rangers is the consensus out there amongst hockey fans universally. But Oilers Rangers would be one heck of a series for sure. So only the first period, Woody, and you're on your 4th burrito. Well, that's the thing. You got to order the large size burrito. That happens if you order the snack size. So, friends, I don't think there's much to really report in this first period other than it's been exactly what we wanted out of this hockey game thus far. There's Jason Gregor saying that Kane needs to bury that chance on net, but Connor Brown obviously has so far in game 1 of the series. Connor Brown has more, or game 2 of the series, and then the playoffs has more playoff goals than the entire Calgary Flames. That's the Oilers Nation joke of the game so far here through the first period. Puck's fired in to the Oilers zone. Down the left wing it comes now, fired in behind the net as this will be picked up by Derek Ryan. Ryan will go back to the blue line. Shot fired from Darnell Nurse. Save made by Jake Ottinger. And this one will be stop made. So we will have a stoppage in play with 9:38 to go. I will tell you, I desperately need to go upstairs and have a little bite to eat here in this intermission. About dinner time, so I gotta get something going here. Michael, we'll catch you in a little bit as this one we'll see what we can do off this face-off inside the Dallas zone. There's a whole bunch of Dallas Stars fans wearing the mascot topper. I don't know what you would call that, but I don't know. That's a weird look. Definitely a weird hat to be wearing. as Glenn Gulletson is firing up the troops as well. 9:38 to go. Face off one back by the Oilers. The top line on the ice here is Ekholm. Tries to force it in front for Nugent Hopkins. Couldn't get it through as the Dallas Stars will go in the middle of the ice. Bouchard inside the Oilers zone. He'll tap in behind the net. Picked up by Ekholm. Ekholm takes a big hit there in the neutral zone. Connor McDavid runs interference. What a play through the neutral by the Oilers. Pass over to Bouchard off his skates. Tap down low to Hyman. As this one will be behind, and we have a stoppage and play upcoming. Is this Connor McDavid or is this the Dallas Stars? Is everybody looking around and wondering what's going on here? Chris Tanev's kind of talking things over. 9:10. We might have a too many men call here. Pete DeBoer is looking things over on the bench as Lindell goes off to the box, so it is actually something that is a penalty. I doubt they would send Lindell, one of their best defenders, to the box for too many men. So the back referee stopped it there, and this is going to be on, I guess, the play on Evan Bouchard, a whack on the legs. That's ticky-tacky right there, if that's what they're calling. Oh, no, it's the high stick on Bouchard, actually, is what they end up calling. So, okay, high sticking. So he kind of whacked him on the legs. I was going to say, if that's the call, that's terrible. And then if it's the cross-check on the back, that's kind of But that being a high stick, catching Bouchard, obviously the McDavid high stick in game one, I understand that fully. As we're going to redo this face-off with 9:10 to go in this first period to play. The Oilers and the Dallas Stars battling along here so far this evening to what has been a good hockey game. I've quite enjoyed things thus far. This will be a face-off down. McDavid wins it back. Now picked up by Bouchard over to Nugent Hopkins. Down to Connor McDavid in behind the net as Drysdale comes up with the puck back to McDavid. Shot fired towards the net, blocked in front. And this one will come back inside the Edmonton Oilers zone. The Oilers power play operating at 36.6% in these playoffs so far. $1.40 remaining here in the power play as it loads up. Connor McDavid now through the neutral zone to the far side across the line. Spun there. Nugent Hopkins doesn't play the puck cleanly, so Bouchard will regather in the neutral zone. Fans on the pass, but it hits Draisaitl. $1:23 to go in the power play, and the Dallas Stars kind of giving the Oilers fits, trying to get across the line here. Draisaitl over to McDavid. McDavid across the line now to the far side, poked ahead. Near side, picked up by Draisaitl, back down low. McDavid, high point for Nugent Hopkins, back now, far side point for Bouchard. Back to Nuge as the Oilers power play sets up here. Dallas collapsing into the middle. The shot from Bouchard tries to drift through traffic, can't do it. And this will be Connor McDavid trying to come up with this puck inside the Dallas Stars zone. McDavid can't keep it on side. And this one will now come back near side, picked up by Draisaitl. Draisaitl across the line. He'll look to make the play. The shot comes back to the point now. Bouchard far side. McDavid back to Bouchard. Loading up Draisaitl. They still haven't made any really attempt towards the net here outside of Bouchard's shot blocked, as this is Nugent Hopkins down low to Draisaitl. Back. Bouchard pounds it through the front of the net area. An 88.8 mile an hour slap shot that just didn't hit the net. And this one will be backhanded to the line for Bouchard. This could be one of those moments here in this hockey game for the Oilers where they find that 5-on-5 goal. McDavid to the front of the net. The swipe from Hyman goes wide. And this one will go back now to McDavid. The 5-on-5 now starts out for the Oilers. Pass over to Draisaitl. Shot towards the net. Blocked in front again. No shots on the power play for this one, as this will be picked up by Bouchard and fired in to the Dallas Stars zone. That one was tough for sure. But Crozier, is there closed captioning? I think there is a setting on your YouTube video bar. If you look there, there is a closed captioning setting there. It'll obviously be a little messy given the old thick Canadian bush accent that I got going, but should work for you, as this one will be across the line, tapped inside the Dallas zone, as Fogle will go back and boom, oh my goodness, Brown right in front. Had a snap at that, and Brown's still jamming away. The referee refuses to blow the whistle for Ottinger. Shot save made, and that puck will go to play, as we have a little bit of nasties happening here in front of Ottinger now. But Dallas Stars fans really enjoying the effort from Jake Ottinger in this hockey game, as well as Kane. Sorry, I thought it was Brown. It was Kane actually coming out from behind the net, and Ottinger just never had that puck, just couldn't find a way to get that puck through. as I was whacking away, and it kind of came right in front. Then it was loose in the crease. Ottinger didn't have the puck fully, and I guess the referee had the perfect vantage point on that puck. That's why he didn't call it down. So tough go right now. So 6:24 to go in this first period of play. 14-2. The shots on goal for the Oilers. The face-off will now feature Carrick, Janmark, Brown inside the Oilers' offensive zone. Face-off won back by Dallas. 6:22 to go as this one will be played ahead by Dallas out of their own end. Near side, the puck comes into the Oilers' zone as Kulak will fire around the boards to the far side as here's Carrick trying to win this one forward. He will tap up off the boards. The Oilers onside somehow, some way. There's a shot by Brown, steered towards the net, now back into the middle of the ice. And this will be fired down all the way at long last down to Stuart Skinner, picked up by Brett Kulak. He almost turned over that puck in the neutral zone, though he does, as this comes back inside the Oilers zone. 5:48 to go in this first period of play. So it's been a good pace, but it feels like it's a slower moving first period than I think what we've been used to so far in this series, as the puck is tapped back inside the Dallas zone. Harley goes to the far side. 5.5 to go in this first period of play. Desharnais battling off the boards. Puck picked up at the line. Tanev looks to fire the shot, blocked in front as this will be fired right there by Sagan. Save made by Stuart Skinner on the third shot of the hockey game. Coming now along the middle of the ice. The shot can't get through there for Dallas. Again, blocked there by the Oilers and tapped out of the zone as Dylan Holloway starts away. Holloway down the right wing, on towards the net, drives the crease, takes out the Dallas Stars' Chris Tanev, and then also takes out Jake Ottinger, who looks like he's happy not to be injured on that play, or maybe he's a little hurt here. As Dylan Holloway is talking to Ottinger, saying, "Hey man, my bad." But Ottinger's sitting in the net. And the referees have whistled for a timeout here, so we will have a commercial break, but a good chance in front. Stuart Skinner steered it away with the pad, and the Oilers, obviously Dylan Holloway driving as Jake Ottinger caught his leg against the pad as he was pushed in, or his leg and pad against the post as he was pushed in. But you don't see that too much from the Edmonton Oilers crashing the net like that, but you love to see it when it happens, and you just hope, hey, I want to beat the Dallas Stars best on best, so if Jake Ottinger's injured, that's kind of a not so great thing actually. So let's go here, friends, quickly to this one, as I thought I heard the cat walk in. We are up over 215 hours on the live stream here tonight, so you like to see that, as the Edmonton Oilers are rolling along here this evening. As we go, friends, the Oilers Stars, so far a good hockey game. Again, to recap the goal scoring tonight, Jamie Benn, Connor Brown, the goal scorers this evening for both teams. Connor Brown, an unexpected one for the Edmonton Oilers, but one you like to see that much for sure. So hopefully this evening the Oilers can find a way to keep things rolling and find a way to the back of the net here as this hockey game progresses a couple more times. They've got 15 shots. The Dallas Stars have a grand total of 3. As friends, I do get the chat question, am I reading the chat? Well, we do have a chance to do that now as BMAC, the Oilers are flying. Well, that is the big thing. They have been rolling out there really well tonight, and I look forward to it as there comes the cat. And Blake's asking if this is the game stream or not. It is not, as unfortunately this is just a play-by-play commentary of the game, you could say. And Bob, Oilers are whooping them in shots. Yeah, now the Oilers have to find a way to find the back of the net here tonight. And Cher's saying need McDavid for a goal. Well, let's manifest that and put it into the chat here, as the Oilers have 5 minutes to go in this first period of play against the Dallas Stars. 14-3 the shots in this one, as this one goes off the face-off for the Dallas Stars. In behind the net, Tanev plays it along the near side boards as Bouchard battling there, keeps it alive. Puck is fired to the far side as Nugent Hopkins comes up with it. The top line hits the referee, and the Dallas Stars are able to break back the other way, though. A nice glove down there by Ekholm Gets it back inside the Dallas zone as this comes around near side. Puck is going to roll inside the Oilers, and no icing call there. Ekholm will leave it for Bouchard as Bouchard goes up now for Hyman. Hyman taps along the boards, and it's Dallas picking along the wall there. Stolen away by Connor McDavid in behind the Dallas net. McDavid just tumbled, hitting the skate against the net, I think, as that puck comes wildly whipping through the neutral zone, as this one now comes near side, as this is Heiskanen up off the shoulder of Skinner near side or far side point. As guys, I desperately need a snack here, as this one comes back near side as it rolls. Heiskanen off the boards there, picked up by McLeod, fired to the middle now for Foegele. He will exit the zone. 3:50 to go in this first period of play. The puck is rolled up along the near side boards now by Heiskanen through the middle of the ice, tapped onto the stick there by Darnell Nurse. And this is puck again is just moving around a little fast, as it has at times in this series, but really to no direction or no avail for either team. 3:30 to go in this first period of play. Puck along the near side wall, picked up by Dallas across the Oilers' blue line on a chip by Stankoven. Going along the end wall there, Nurse and Ceci now on the ice again for the Oilers. Puck right to the middle, stolen away by the Oilers as Brown will come back the other way. Brown across the Dallas Stars line. He's looking towards the net, goes down low for Nurse instead, as Nurse will continue in the near side corner, and comes Connor Brown to help, but the puck is lifted out by Dallas, and they will start back the other way across the line and fire in to the Oilers zone as CC sees that puck go past, and Joe Pavelski was able to fire it to the near side corner. Dylan Holloway battling there with Lindell. Both teams near side wall battling that puck free, and so it was Dylan Holloway able to get it out. So here comes Matthias Janmark flipping in on Ottinger. Ottinger bats it away from the on-rushing Dylan Holloway. So good to see Ottinger still good to go in this one, as this is going to be down inside the Edmonton Oilers zone. Holloway off the end wall for Cody Ceci. Ceci will battle into the middle of the ice. Picked up. Heiskanen will fire inside the Edmonton Oilers zone. Kulak battling along the boards there. Can't free it up, and it comes behind the net now for Draisaitl. Draisaitl backhands into the Dallas Stars zone, and it comes all the way to Ottinger, who will cover and stop the puck right there with 2:04 to go here in this one. So, oh boy, guys, this one is continuing to evolve for the Edmonton Oilers. Obviously, so far, so good. A good effort for the Oilers in what has been a good period, in which they need to find a result here late in this one if they can. As it'll be, of course, Mr. Chris Knobloch on the bench there, on looking. Here, Cody Nelson joining the chat as well, and Hans as well, as we go here now for the face-off inside the Dallas zone. Mr. Connor McDavid will take it for the Oilers. It's one back by Dallas. 2 minutes to go in this first period of play. Bouchard tries a leaping grab at the blue line, couldn't grab it over to midair as Mr. Connor McDavid comes behind for Mr. Evan Bouchard through the middle of the ice. It's picked up by Draisaitl, the far side boards. The Oilers go to the top line, the superior line, I guess you could say, as this is Zach Hyman looking down low for Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl back to the point now for Bouchard, down low for the Oilers. Doesn't come free until it comes to Ekholm, who takes a hard jolt there from Smith. Far side pass picked up by Dellandrea. He'll backhand out in the middle of the ice, picked up now by Leon Draisaitl. The Stars open up a little bit. They collapse 5-man units straight across in the zone. Looking backdoor Bouchard for McDavid, unable to get that going. And this one will be a shot fired, save made by Mr. Stuart Skinner. The puck goes out of play, so the face-off will be to the left-hand side of Stu, but the Oilers doing everything right here so far in this period. As you like to see this one here, 1:09 to go in this first period. A 1-0 lead, 16-4 the shots on goal. 1-1 record in Game 2 in 2024 playoffs so far. Both are OT games for the Edmonton Oilers. As we go here, marks out of 1,000 so far, Simon, for the Oilers. I'd have to say a strong 750, I think, would be the adequate response, right? You don't want to give up that goal to Dallas, but everything else has been pretty solid so far. And as Scooter's saying, also don't give up a late one here in this one. It's iced down into the Dallas zone, so tough go there, as the Oilers will have a face-off inside their zone with 59 0.9 seconds to go in this first period of play. Guy is going to sleep good tonight here. I can tell you that much for sure as we go for a face-off inside the Oilers zone. The Dallas Stars draw in as Derek Ryan loses it back. Here's Harley over the shot by Heiskanen, fired wide. The rebound goes wide of the net as well as to the point and over the zone as Harley goes far side for Heiskanen, fired in again as this comes near side as it'll be picked up by CC and the Dallas Stars will bat out, and this will be rolled up now near side boards in the neutral zone. Both teams battling for it. This camera angle in Dallas is absolutely awful, but this one through the middle of the ice picked up by Heiskanen. He'll tap ahead for Stankoven. Couldn't get across the line cleanly. The shot by Johnson goes off a body in front as this one will be tapped again for another shot in front for Dallas. Instead, a nice workmanlike effort by Nugent Hopkins to keep that to the outside. Down along the near side wall, Stankoven cutting over the corner, hits, I think, either the post or Skinner. Skinner was fooled where that puck was. Stankoven diced through traffic. 4 seconds to go. Skinner has the puck in the glove. He will freeze with 2.8 seconds left in this first period of play. Friends, I am looking forward to grabbing a little bit of food here in a matter of moments. That puck went wide, and then that puck went wide as well. And then Stankoven's chance was an absolute beauty for sure. But Johnston kind of firing that one wide. Dallas needs to desperately start getting some shots on net here. As this one now, Johnston talking things. 2.8 seconds to go as 16-5. The shots on net for the Oilers. That will do it for period number 1. Friends, after 1 period of play, Jamie Benn, Connor Brown have the goals for their respective sides. It's a 1-1 hockey game. 17-5 the shots on goal for the Oilers, 8-7 the hits for the Oilers, 10-7 the face-offs for the Oilers. The only thing the Oilers have really been guilty of doing badly tonight, again, 4 giveaways in that first period of play. So we got 2 periods to go here in this hockey game, at least in regulation. As Magic, I echo those sentiments. Yes, a decent first period for the Edmonton Oilers. I'll be right back. I'm going to quickly go grab a bite to eat, and we'll get back with first intermission action here in a matter of moments. If you haven't already hit that subscribe button, friends, make sure to do that here tonight. Again, just a reminder where we're at. We're closing in on 16,000, and right as it currently stands, if I check the old subscribe button here, as it's just taking its time loading, we're at 15,963, so 37 away this evening. Alright friends, my apologies. Just had to grab a quick snack there upstairs to get things going for this second period upcoming here in this evening's hockey game. Alfredo, welcome aboard. As well, Darcy, welcome in, and Medusa joining along as well, as we gotta capitalize on all these chances upcoming, that much for sure. As the Edmonton Oilers getting things going so far in tonight's hockey game, and so far things are good. As Mr. Doom wasn't an Oreo, no, it was actually something a little bit more proper tonight. A little bit of vegetables for once. I know I don't eat vegetables very often on stream, but we'll do that tonight. Hopefully get a good result going this evening. Andrew, welcome back aboard, and Frankie, glad to see you in the chat, my friend, as we get everybody rolling through here this evening. Obviously, we've had a little bit more of a bigger crowd here tonight, I think one might say, in this game number 2 so far. Frankie, I hope everything's good. I hope work got done tonight. I mean, right? You told me we were working all weekend. Well, I'm hoping you're either catching me on a break between calls, or else you are home and done for the day. It is 7 p.m. If you're working till 7 on a Saturday, my man, what are we doing? As we go here, Kaku, welcome aboard as well. The Edmonton Oilers need to find a way to score in this second period upcoming. Obviously, though, Jake Ottinger is kind of the goalie that will make those saves time to time, and so far the Oilers have had a really good couple of different looks on Jake Ottinger. So it's just about keep him guessing, keep him looking, and then he'll eventually find a way to get beat, I'm sure, like everybody does with Mr. Stuart Skinner, right? Everybody always takes looks at how to beat him on different angles, and so far the Oilers just kind of feeling out the waters against Jake Ottinger early on in this hockey game. So we're rolling, but yeah, friends, we have got just a little bit left in this first period intermission. Not much, I'm sure. I really don't know where we're actually at, given the fact that I've been upstairs eating for the past little bit. But as Jason Greger was saying on Twitter here earlier, is the Oilers outshooting Dallas 16-5 were the faster team. However, 4 of Dallas's 5 shots were high danger chances. So both Skinner and Ottinger after the first period are standing on their heads so far. As I guess also the Kansas City Chiefs are watching the Oilers play in the third round of the playoffs. Obviously, they're probably more likely supporting the Dallas Stars, but we'll take it. We can claim it, right? We'll see where we go, as the Oilers are rolling along here tonight so far in a 1-1 game in which has been a 75% perfect game, one might say, right? It's been a pretty good effort thus far. David Amber and Elliot Friedman get things going for us once again inside the United Airlines Center. Is it United? No, American Airlines Center for this hockey game here tonight, as we're just about to cross 300 hours on the stream, and we'll see where we go. Hopefully, Frankie, if you have more calls tonight, something is seriously wrong. We've got this perfectly terrible weather for any HVAC guy getting a call, that's for sure. It's kind of tough that way, right? We have not selling furnaces, not selling ACs. It just is raining, and it's 12 degrees this whole time. But I guess, yeah, if somebody's furnace fan dies, that's kind of where those calls kind of can come in at this time of year, friends. Is we're waiting to get this second period underway. I'm just waiting to get that food to hit the stomach, and then all of a sudden start feeling a little better here, as it was getting a little hungry there at the end of period number 1, one could say, as the Oilers. What can we recap? We can recap the goal scoring. I guess we can say that for sure. Jamie Benn, Wyatt Johnson, Miro Heiskanen, the goal scorers on the first one for Dallas, and then obviously Connor Brown, Cody Ceci, Warren Fogle combined together for that one here to answer right back just 40 seconds later. So the Oilers have had a pretty good start to this hockey game, and you're liking to see that. Obviously, the Oilers fans across the city of Edmonton put out the call to make sure Mama Stanley was able to get into the moss pit here tonight. Obviously can't be waiting 2 hours in line, unfortunately, with Mama Stanley's situation, and was able to get in by the looks of no problem here tonight, jumping up after the Oilers scored the 1-1 goal here this evening. So that's where we're at. we will wait for this commercial break to come to an end. Obviously, we'll have one last studio break likely, and then we will get to tonight's second period in a matter of moments. Again, friends, if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, just join the board. I know most of you in here probably have, but I want to make sure I encourage you to do that here tonight, because we are really, actually, for real this time, closing in on a grand total of 16,000 subscribers. Just 30 away here, so by the end of the hockey game, I assume we should probably have that as hopefully I can keep encouraging that, but I will also send you just a commercial break right here, and we'll get things going towards the end of we'll get this going here towards the end of this first period intermission. 16-4 the shots on goal for the Edmonton Oilers. That is a wild stat after one period. And then as well, 8-7 the hits, 10-7 the face-offs, 4-2 the giveaways, 7-3 the block shots for the Dallas Stars. So, Andrew, once again, thank you so much for the super chat. As we now, obviously I just sent the ad, my apologies there, but we are seeing the other cats start rolling through here as we are going here towards this first period intermission coming to an end at some point. Tonight just seems to be taking an extra long time for some reason. I can't figure it out. Tough Cuff, welcome aboard this evening as we are out-chancing them big time. Well, Dallas's 4 out of 5 shots on net have been grade A scoring chances, so that's kind of the weird part thus far, is the Oilers desperately need to find a way to make sure they start cashing these, or Dallas, if they keep up with that rate, are going to get at some point something going for them. So they've got Ryan Nugent-Hopkins hanging out at West Edmonton Mall doing all his shopping there as they show some highlights of the Brick Invitational Hockey Tournament back in 2003, where Ryan Nugent-Hopkins was once a member of the Team British Columbia. As West Edmonton Mall, obviously a pretty big part of the Edmonton economy. So Andrew, again, for those of you joining late, where is Matt tonight? Matt is back tied up somewhere else this evening. He had something else to do, and obviously when it comes down to stuff like that versus hanging out with your buddy and calling hockey on a YouTube podcast, there's life decisions to be made for somebody that doesn't do that full time. So there you have it, as we would get this one going, as we have been solo so far, and now the Edmonton Oilers, obviously the second period is about to get underway here in a matter of moments, but we'll see obviously how long that takes, because we're still on commercial break and it has been a long one tonight. So we go to, oh yeah, we're not even halfway through the period, as we are really just waiting for this one to get back underway, and now they've got the Bet365 big board for Sportsnet, so we got plenty of time to go before we get back underway. They're showing highlights there of New York and Florida. But yeah, we've got Dylan Holloway, obviously the highlight of him driving in Jake Ottinger, taking down Chris Tanev, the whole 9 yards. So the Edmonton Oilers need to get things going as a 1-1 score after one period of play. You like to see that. So yeah. Do anything else we got going on here, friends? I don't think there really is after one period of play. Again, as well, just kind of dealing with something going on with the voice and something going on with the sinuses here tonight for some reason. Has been fighting that all night as well. But I guess we could have a watch time update. I really don't know what to do with myself now that I don't have time to kill by talking to someone else, but that's fine and dandy. We'll go here to 311 hours watched on the stream thus far. Oh my, so cute. Little three-legged guy hanging out on the chair by himself here tonight. I killed myself. It's too fun. As this one will be, he doesn't want to come on camera and hang out this evening, so he'll tie up here. Oh no, here he comes. Here he comes. Hey buddy, you coming? That's what I thought. I thought you wanted to come on camera. There we go. Where's Scott when you need him? Scott will get this one. You'll see Scott appear here right quick as the little three-legged hero for the live stream climbs aboard, quite literally. as this one goes now for Mr. Three-Legged Buddy. You're hanging out, hey? You're purring along, having a good time. You want to leave? No, you just want to flop. Okay, there we go. As well, welcome aboard as well. BOG, welcome in, joining the chat right now as the Oilers going here this evening. 16-4 the shots so far after one period of play, and they are throwing absolutely every single commercial they can at us this evening for some reason or another. It's taken a long time to get back to this second period of play, as this one will see where we go. And Hockey and Metal, welcome back in. Glad to see you once again here in the playoffs. And hey, buddy, you're just chilling. You're just chilling. A little headbutt. A little headbutt. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, you're hanging out. Oh, that's my neck. That's my neck. That's my ear. Stay out of my ear. But there we go. We've got the Ram 1500 commercial, which means, friends, we are about to get back underway here for this second period of play between the Edmonton Oilers and the Dallas Stars. And yeah, we will see where this Edmonton Oilers team goes in this second period of play. As Cat looks like he wants to get down. He is going to leave us here in a second. But let's see what the Oilers have for us in this second period upcoming. Roger, welcome in. As the Oilers and Stars will get things going for this second period as the little three-legged guy goes hopping away. As they're showing Jamie Benn sitting there after the 2020 playoffs. As this one will be 10 points in the 2024 playoffs for Mr. Jamie Benn. 8 of them at home in these playoffs thus far. 4,764 views by this point of live stream. Friends, we are lining up what should be a good finish to tonight's action. 250 of you aboard here this evening as we close in towards the puck drop here for this period. Mr. Sam Carrick taking the draw against Matt Duchene. 20 minutes to go as the face-off ends up back inside this one, well, inside the Dallas Stars zone, as Dallas will transition up the left wing, up through the middle, fired into the Oilers' end, shot towards Stuart Skinner, gloves it out of air, and well, with 1946, we will have a face-off inside the Oilers zone. Again, welcome aboard as the Edmonton Oilers obviously getting things going here in this second period, just with a nice little glove save by Stuart Skinner, who has a .150 goals against average and a .923 save percentage in 3 straight wins. And Scott, now was that first period, I will tell you that the first period was pretty solid, a 7.5 out of 10 for the Edmonton Oilers as the puck along the near side wall picked up by Darnell Nurse. Nurse will spin off the boards. Carrick will go around over to Desharnais. 19.5 to go in this second period of play. Puck played ahead over now to Carrick across the Oilers' offensive blue as Carrick's driving down low to the far side corner. Kane backhands it to Harley, tapping along the wall there. Kane will look to the point. The Stars steal it away though. A nice effort by Kane forces it on a dump back to Ceci. Ceci near side pass picked off. Stars right down Main Street. Glove hand save by Stuart Skinner, as that one was a great opportunity for Matt Duchene. 19.05 to go in this second period, and Duchene loaded it up on a blind pass, I guess you could say, from Ceci, trying to look for something that wasn't there. And what a shot as it came right high rising by Stuart Skinner's head, and he is able to make the save. 19.05 to go in the second. 16-5 now the shots for Dallas. Ben off the draw, pushing down inside the Stars' end. Puck back now to the blue line. Tanev over to the far side. Save made there by Skinner. Ceci battles off the wall, and now Stankoven has the puck right in front. Johnson, a save made. Rebound off of Stuart Skinner or the post, either or. As it's back to the blue line as the Stars are really starting to rotate up the zone time. Kulak plays ahead against Ben. Battling there as it's going to be Leon Draisaitl against Jamie Benn, trying to force this one down. Draisaitl might have just taken a penalty. No arm up from the near side official, maybe from the back side, as this will be tapped in front off the side of the net there by Dallas. They are really starting to get things going inside the Oilers zone. Tanev keeps it onside, just barely flipping near side corner as this one comes back now for Tanev at the blue line. He waits down low to behind the goal line, near side boards. The Oilers battling, trying to get it out. Can't. Kane sees it flip back into the near side corner. Dallas taps it ahead into the corner to the far side. Sagan battling there against Holloway. Good tie up there. And now Kane is able to lead out in. No, it taps, stayed on side. And that one will now be leading out the other way as Kane's got Holloway pushing. Kane loads up the shot looking for the rebound for Holloway. Couldn't get it as it lifts off as sticking out of play, but the second line under duress inside their own zone for a long while there as Skinner makes 2 grade A saves, and then that puck bounces off and hits the post, I believe, on that one as it goes through traffic and kind of bounces away. So a couple of tough looks there for Stuart Skinner. He's able to keep the puck out of the net, however. And that one, we're going to watch this replay here. Did it ever hit? Yeah, it looks like it hit Skinner eventually. As this one will be flipped now by Bouchard to the far side boards. Tapped inside the Dallas zone. Hustling after it, Hyman. Ottinger to the far side for Dallas up the middle as it's through the neutral. And it's tapped back onto the skates of McDavid as he'll come back for Nugent-Hopkins across the line. McDavid pushes it inside Dallas's end. Heiskanen will battle there. Picked up by Nugent-Hopkins. Nuge will come now down low for McDavid. McDavid spinning around, looking to backhand this one in front. Can't get it going. 17-12 to go in this second period of play as McDavid will battle it free for Nugent-Hopkins. Nuge bearing down right in front for Hyman. Puck comes free in the slot, and it'll be Sagan starting away with 17 minutes to go in this second period of play. Ekholm along the near side boards, battling now over to McDavid. Looks like we have a stoppage in play as I think Ottinger's helmet was off on the play. So there you have it. But the Oilers may be a little guilty of overpassing there. You really didn't need to go down to Hyman. You had Nugent-Hopkins a good wide open opportunity to shoot the puck. And Ottinger was just able to stay in the crease and get it going. So this one now Petrovic to the far side for Suter, fired in to the Oilers zone as it'll go along the boards. Picked up there by Edmonton, battling through the middle of the ice. Now Nurse will go to the far side for Fogle. Puck takes a nasty hop off the end wall and ends up right on the tape of the Dallas Stars. It'll be played off to the far side. Darnay batting it along the boards. Picked up in the middle by Dellandrea. Fogle will wire it down inside the Dallas Stars territory. McLeod comes to that puck. And Fogle is going to get going down low as Petrovic will come back now. Far sideboard, 16-17 to go in this second period. This is flipped in. Darnell Nurse in behind the net will pick up this puck. 16-6. The shots on net as Nurse will roll through the middle of the ice, firing into the Dallas zone. And Dallas will pick it up as it'll be tapped ahead here. Down into Ottinger as Ottinger will go to the far side, lifting out Dallas into the neutral zone. Pavelski across the line here as he will come rolling now for Kulak along the end wall. And this one will battle now Duchesne. Looking back to the blue line, the shot fired down low by the Dallas Stars. And this puck, Dallas Stars fans thought was going out of play. They didn't end up getting it in their hands. We've only played 4.5 minutes of this second period. Out from behind the net, the Oilers right up the gut. Over to Janmark down the left wing, loading up now. The Oilers across the line. Holloway will tap in behind the net, but this one is starting to kind of get slow, get a little choppy to some degree as this one continues now for Holloway into the zone. He's slammed into the boards there, picked up. The Oilers will tap it back down low for Kane. Kane down along the wall for Holloway to the far side for Draisaitl. Kane battling there to Draisaitl back at the high point. Ceci fires it through traffic down behind the net now. Kane will battle off the end wall. 14:47 to go in this period as the Oilers all of a sudden get some ozone time going. Ceci, the blast from the point, goes up over top of the net and out of play. So there you have it, friends. We've just crossed 5,000 views on the stream, and the Oilers are doing what they can do so far in this second period. Both teams generating some chances, but neither team generating a goal thus far, and both teams desperately in need of a goal to try and bust this one open to some degree, as it's been a very quiet second period so far in terms of goal scoring, as this one will now be a face-off inside the Dallas Stars zone, loading up to the right of Jake Ottinger. Sorry, friends, I am quite literally falling asleep, but also just barely able to get words out. Whatever's going on right in here is bugging me here tonight, as this one will be picked up now by Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins backhands into the Dallas zone. Hyman around near side boards now for McDavid. McDavid through the middle. Here's Hyman loading up the shot, firing just wide on Jake Ottinger as it comes now free behind the net for Tanev. Tanev battling there. Gets it back to the blue line. Ben can't get it out, and the Oilers' top line keeps the puck alive for a brief moment as now Stankoven across to Ben. Ben into the Oilers' zone. Ben will backhand onto the tape of Matthias Ekholm. Johnston fires right in front. Save made by Stuart Skinner. Scrambling, what a save by Mr. Stu, as this one will be fired now down low by Dallas. Matthias Ekholm picked it off. McDavid spun himself. And this will go around to the far side for Bouchard, who turns it over back down low now. The Stars will set things up with Robertson on the ice here inside the Edmonton zone. Robertson will go back to the blue line here. Shot fired, tipped in front, save made by Skinner, as this one will come now, picked up by Nugent Hopkins. Nuge across. This is 4-0. The shots for Dallas in this period. Like I said, it's been quiet so far through 7 minutes, less than a shot a minute. Johnston fires the shot off of Skinner. Falling on it in the crease was Sagan. He's asking for a penalty. We've got a penalty upcoming against the Oilers. And with 13:08 to go, Sagan ate a stick up high. And we'll have a stoppage in play for that one right there. So Darnell Nurse looking on from that play as he's saying, was that me? Was that me taking the penalty? And I believe it is. But Stuart Skinner, what an unreal save getting a part of that one, as the Oilers quickly were able to swallow that one up and stop what was a pretty good chance for Dallas. Friends, we'll head to a commercial break. I'm going to quickly run upstairs, see if I can get some kind of meds or something into me, as we'll be right back here on Dolynny TV. Alright, friends, my apologies for going upstairs, grabbing another couple of vegetables there for a brief second, as the highest combined power play MPK in first 13 of the playoffs is the Edmonton Oilers so far at 129 point something. The Oilers have definitely done this here. So this one now face off to the left of Stuart Skinner, one back for the Dallas Stars. They were 0 for 5 in game number 1 on the power play as the puck comes back to the blue line again. Heiskanen rolling around high point. Johnston down low. Right in front. The Stars tap it, but Ekholm comes through with the stick save. And here's Desharnais firing around to the far side boards as it's fired down in for Ottinger. 92.5% penalty kill percentage. $1.35 to go now in the power play for the Dallas Stars here, as this will be picked up by Johnston through the middle of the ice across the line as Dallas will spin in the Oilers' end. This is Fogle turning it over high point. The shot loading up. Skinner makes the save. This will be fired down by Desharnais. Desharnais fires it out into the middle of the ice. Cut off by Dallas. Benn the shot blocked in front. The second opportunity, third opportunity High point shot comes down low now for Johnston to pass to the middle as Robertson has it stolen away. And here comes McLeod and Fogle with the puck 2-on-2 back the other way. McLeod and Fogle tangle up a little bit. Shot fired by McLeod comes off of Ottinger near side. 53 seconds to go in this second period of play as Desharnais comes in behind the net. He's battled there by Robertson as it's flipped out into the neutral zone. As this one will be picked up now by Duchesne across to the far side. Over the line, the backhand back to the point as Brown gets it out of the zone. That's a big time stoppage right there for Brown. 11:35 to go in this second period. Picked up by Stankoven near side boards. Across the line is Desharnais battling there against the much smaller Stankoven. Everybody looks small compared to Mr. Desharnais, but they're saying that puck went off a tip. And with 11:24 to go in this second period, we've got 16 seconds left in the Dallas power play. Just like that, Stuart Skinner actually was the one that stuck the stick out and got it away from Mr. Jamie Benn in front. As we've had some key saves here tonight so far, and obviously that one right there by Connor Brown firing it down the ice off the stick of Robertson. That is a big stoppage in play for the Edmonton Oilers. That much is for sure. We'll have a face-off down. Draisaitl took the draw, couldn't win it, and now the Dallas Stars are waved out as they've got Nugent Hopkins and Leon Draisaitl on the face-off here. As this one's fired up the near side boards, battling in front. The Dallas Stars shot fired, blocked, either save made or blocked in front. Not sure 100% which. As here comes Draisaitl across the line. Draisaitl back to the point. And it comes free now for Dallas as 11:04 to go in this second period. Shot fired in front. And this one will be picked up by Dallas as Pavelski gets going along the near side boards. And this will be fired out into the neutral zone. Picked up by Connor McDavid across the Dallas Stars zone. And 10:05 to go in this second period. As this one is picked up by Dallas. Looking now backhand down low behind Stuart Skinner. 10:37 to the far side point. Across now, Dallas will tap in behind for Tanev. Tanev will battle along the near side wall. Smith frees it up there. The Oilers fire it back into the neutral zone across the line. Bouchard tried to drag it, just couldn't get the puck to come with him. And now comes now low for Chris Tanev inside his own zone. 10 minutes to go in this second period of play. As it's picked up by Evander Kane across the line to the far side for Connor McDavid. McDavid battles there against Tanev as it comes now free in the neutral zone all the way into the Oilers' end. We are inside the last 10 minutes to go in this second period of play. All the way to Ottinger. Bouchard just lifted a puck and it is a save made. So there you have it. So there you have it. Dan, welcome aboard. But for those of you guys saying, I think Cody's saying that's an itchy stash. I've really tried in the playoffs to throw it every time I kind of go off camera, try and grab the beard brush and comb out the mustache a little bit, because my goodness, friends, I don't know what you're seeing here for this thing, but it's getting out of control. For those of you that watch back home on a regular basis, I don't usually wear the mustache near this long. I don't like chewing on the thing, but I said no maintenance on the mustache this year during the playoffs. Kind of like Stuart Skinner, let that thing go. And so far it has, and it's starting to get to that point where it's getting a little out of control. So only essentially 2 more rounds to go against the Dallas Stars and whoever we face in the Cup final if we're lucky enough to get there. So the Oilers taking the draw inside Dallas's end. 9:55 to go in this second period of play. The Oilers, to my surprise, are winning a lot of face-offs in this series. And that somewhat does actually shock me as the puck now to the far side point. Shot fired through traffic. Save made by Mr. Jake Ottinger. So the Oilers are doing a good job here tonight getting pucks towards the net. But they got to get pucks to the back of the net as well. As I'm going to quickly go grab another little snack here, a commercial break. Quickly, friends, I will tell you, if you're new to the channel, make sure to consider hitting that subscribe button here on Dolynny TV this evening. Be greatly appreciated of you. And as well, I'll tell you, quickly throw up a commercial break right now as well, and I'm just going to quickly head upstairs to grab another little bite, try and keep the stomach at bay. Friends, we keep rolling on the live stream here as we're rolling along here this evening in this, well, second period. We're almost halfway through, as we have to see if the Oilers can, as Steve is saying, keep the pressure up and keep shooting. Sometimes one pass too many. That's been the MO for the Oilers in these playoffs thus far. So hopefully they can kind of calm down on the passes and start shooting the puck a little bit more, and obviously get us a couple more chances on net in this period as the kids in oil country 50-50, the Rogers viewing party for this evening's game. 18,000 folks aboard there, about another 20,000 to 30,000 people outside, and the Rogers viewing party, Vancouver, BC. I think you got that wrong, friends. I think you got that wrong, as this one is going to be a face-off lost by the Oilers inside the Dallas zone to the far side boards. Dallas is able to get out into the middle of the ice as they'll tip inside the Oilers zone, and Desharnais will touch back for icing as this one continues here. One win in his last 4 games for the Dallas Stars, or last 4 home games, sorry, for the Dallas Stars. That's what we need to know. That's what I'm trying to read. And won 4 last 5 series when trailing 1-0. So yeah, the Oilers only 18 shots now, obviously through half a game. They had 15 or whatever, 14 after 1 period of play, so they need to start shooting that puck here in this one again. And Randy, welcome aboard. As this is Leon Draisaitl back to the point as Matthias Ekholm picks up to the far side for Bouchard, rolling around now. This will be left there for Leon Draisaitl, right in on the attack. And the shot fired just couldn't beat Jake Ottinger as it comes near side point, kept on side by Bouchard. Down low along the near side boards, flipped up into the neutral zone. Ekholm will pick this one up for the Oilers and roll forward now for Kane. Kane across the Dallas Stars line over to McDavid. McDavid cuts back to Bouchard. He mishandles the puck. He'll fire it towards the net, and the Dallas Stars are able to make the save. 9:05 to go in this second period of play. Johnston gets run over there by Kane. That's a big hit there. And now McDavid rushing onto the puck. Down inside the Dallas zone. McDavid came up with it. The shot from Kane. He just flubbed up on it accidentally right there on that one. And now this will be an opportunity for Dallas to exit the zone with 18:44 to go in this second period of play. The shot fired down low by Heiskanen over to Ben, as Ekholm takes a battle along the wall as McLeod keeping going down low. He'll check the man there, as this will be picked up and fired back again down low by the Stars, as Jamie Benn just lost his stick and then jolted Vinny Desharnais, and it's getting physical along that far side corner inside the Oilers zone, as this will be Fogle lifting back into the Dallas Stars zone. That puck hit netting, I guess, and went out of play. So we'll have a stoppage in play with 8:11 to go in this second period of play, as that's Kane back to the point. There was a couple good opportunities there for that top line different look for the Oilers as they rushed on net there. Draisaitl tried to throw it high head on Ottinger and just couldn't quite tuck it there, and then Kane flubbing up on that shot. That would have been a beautiful one to get through. And then you see there Ben almost, well, he left his feet for that hit by the looks of that angle, so a little suspect there to some degree. As friends, we're up over 411 hours now on the stream. We'll have a face-off outside the Dallas Stars zone. You like to see it there. This will be picked up by the Oilers on a terrible turnover by Dallas. Carrick Brown with the puck, fires it, save made in front. Ottinger gets busted up there a couple times by the Oilers attack. But either way, now all of a sudden the Edmonton Oilers are starting to put together a really good effort here. This Oilers fourth line has been absolutely electric the past 3 or 4 games for them. And Carrick, Janmark, and Brown have generated a ton of chances, plus a goal in tonight's hockey game as they continue to put together the work. 8:03 to go in this second period. Face off now, one back. Bouchard, the shot fired towards the net, goes wide. As Hyman goes along the wall, Tanev will battle it out of the zone. Tapped there by McDavid. McDavid to the high point for Bouchard, wrapping around down low. As Pavelski ends up getting Duchesne to get out of the zone to the far side. Across the line, the shot fired just wide of Stuart Skinner. 7:40 to go in this second period of play. As this will be rolled along now near side wall for Pavelski. Fired wide of the net there. Back to the blue line it goes. 7:30 shot blocked in front. As the Oilers will try and get this one back to the point. Note they can't do it. Tanev down to the far side wall. And here's Hyman going along the boards. Near side. Nugent Hopkins back to the point for Tanev, who had to go out of the zone that time. And Duchesne will play it off the skates of Nugent Hopkins. It'll be lifted now into the Dallas zone. 7:03 to go in this second period as Dellandrea will come back now the other way, fired down inside the Oilers zone. And this one, again, just slower than I think we've been used to at times in these playoffs. Shot right in front there by Smith, goes up over top of the net. However, 6:44 remaining. The shot fired towards the net, saved by Skinner, rebound on the near side. All of a sudden, Dallas is getting some chances on net here, but offensive zone possession so far through half a hockey game, actually almost more than half a hockey game, almost 34 minutes all told, has only been less than 8 minutes per team. So this one fired back in on Ottinger. As Janmark battles for it there, it'll be flipped out into the neutral zone. Ceci taps it over to Kulak. Kulak on the tape of Brown, firing it into the Stars' end. Ottinger out to play this puck. He'll tap it along to the far side boards. It comes out in the neutral zone, picked up there, and Dallas will start away with it with 6 minutes to go. Skinner makes the save from the shot from outside the blue line. Picked up and fired back near side boards. Kane lifts into the Dallas end. Friends, the Oilers need to get this going, as this has been across the line now. Sagan down the right wing. The shot, second opportunity, hits the net. As Drysdale will battle along now for Kane. Kane will look to make the pass to the far side for Holloway. Bounces perfectly, but they're going to rule it icing against the Edmonton Oilers on that play. So, yeah, Dylan Holloway looking around saying, man, that's icing, that sucks. We were really about to get a good chance going inside the offensive zone, but it took time and obviously didn't end up working out. So, that one a good opportunity there for the Dallas Stars. But friends, so far so good. The Oilers rolling along here in tonight's hockey game, putting together an effort that sees them tied with the Dallas Stars so far in tonight's hockey game. And now obviously a face-off down inside the Dallas zone. CC looks to make the pass up through the middle. It's tipped in by Kane on to Ottinger behind the net. As this one comes now through the middle of the ice, far side, as that will be battling along the boards. Kane takes the man. Oh, that's a beautiful hit there by Kane, just pushing through. As tap now for Dadonov. 5:06 to go in this second period of play across the line. The shot fired towards the net there by Dallas. Rebound stopped by Stuart Skinner. It'll be poked back to the blue line by the Oilers as Derek Ryan couldn't get that one across the line. This will be picked up by Stankoven at the blue line and fired back inside the Dallas territory with 4:45 to go in this one. So I'll be fired to the far side across the line, fired back in by the Oilers. Down low, Ekholm to the near side is picked up in front by Bouchard as McLeod will go across into the neutral zone. He'll tip in to the Oilers zone, or Oilers offensive zone. And goodness sakes, I'm getting hungry again here. Starving out. That's all the brain can think about. The shot, block, and save made in front by the Dallas goaltender Jake Ottinger. As here's off the wing, shot by Fogle. We haven't seen him drive the net like that in a while. Good little shot right there. As this now Bouchard at the point, and this third line hems in the Dallas Stars Well, I don't even know if the Dallas Stars technically have a top line. They have a bunch of great players, a lot of depth, and everybody's just as good as each other. 3:55 to go in this second period. Stopping behind the net now. Here comes Ekholm to the far side boards, bouncing it across the line for Nugent Hopkins. Nuge spin pass to Hyman. Hyman into the corner. Hyman will try and battle this one back to the point here. Instead, he'll fire a shot off Ottinger's pads. Now McDavid tries to put it back to the point. Couldn't do it. 3:35 to go in this second period as the puck comes down inside the Oilers zone for an icing call. The Oilers in Dallas having a pretty interesting game. Scooter, you're saying it's what you used to call chippy hockey. Afraid to make the mistake. Well, that's kind of been the story of this series thus far. The Oilers and Stars have both been afraid to make the mistakes, and so far so good for both teams in doing so, as Stuart Skinner's made some pretty good saves so far in this hockey game. And he's had 13 shots against. He's had 1 goal against. And the Edmonton Oilers, 22 shots, 1 goal for as well. 3:30 to go in this second period of play. It's knocked down at the blue line. Picked up there by Ekholm. Ekholm will fire into the Dallas zone. He'll go up off the glass there as Hyman battles along the boards. Picked up by Bouchard. Bouchard skates down in the zone. Nice little emergency pass to Draisaitl near side now for McDavid. McDavid battling along the wall. Looking to get things going here with Pavelski as it'll be picked up by Draisaitl on a bad pass by Pavelski as Draisaitl drives, loads up Bouchard. The save made by Ottinger, and it goes out of play. So there you have it. As Mark and Mick, welcome aboard. As it has definitely been a change of pace for the Edmonton Oilers in this series so far. Bruce, welcome in as well. As it's going to overtime again. I was thinking about actually quitting the live stream here after 2 periods just because I'm not feeling the greatest and I really need to go eat a full meal. But I'll tell you, we're going to go eat a full meal in the second intermission. I'll kind of let you guys be as I eat down here watching the chat go along, and then we'll get back to play-by-play in the third period of play. So we're going to keep the stream going and rocking here tonight. 1-1 the score so far. Jamie Benn, Connor Brown, the goals this evening between the Oilers and Dallas Stars, as we look forward to seeing who can come away with maybe that 2-1 goal to make it all that more interesting. As we go here, 5902 times 4.55 friends. We are now up over 447 hours watched on the stream, so we're rolling along on tonight's live stream thus far, and I think we've definitely got that chance for 1,000 again, especially if it goes to overtime as it has in game number 1 earlier on. As 22-15, the shots on goal for the Edmonton Oilers here in this hockey game thus far, and they desperately need to find a way to keep this going here in this period, or else we're going to have a little bit of a problem, I think, as we're on commercial break right now, waiting to get things back underway for this last 3 minutes or so, you could say, of this third period of play. As the Oilers and Dallas, so far a stalemate, really 1 goal apiece, but it's really just been a tight checking, tight scoring, tight defending hockey game. Craig Simpson and Chris Cuthbert in the booth this evening calling tonight's hockey game for us as we talk things over one more time. CG, welcome aboard. Again, friends, also, if you haven't, as CG makes mention, if you haven't hit that like button yet, make sure to do that here this evening. Connor Brown, Sam Carrick, Matthias Janmark on the ice here for this face-off for the Oilers. Brown draws in, Janmark out there as well. As the face-off won back by the Oilers inside the offensive zone. Kulak can't hold it in at the line. A little bit of a wild pass there by Cody Ceci as it's bounced up off the boards into the Dallas zone. Ottinger picks up the puck. He'll go over to Suter. Suter off the glass, and that one takes the high bounce. It goes all the way into the Oilers zone as Ceci with the puck now. Picking up behind the net as it comes near side now for the Oilers. Firing up through the middle and across the line. Janmark. Janmark dancing in. Janmark driving in. Wow. Wrap around and then a rebound. As that was a good little chance there, as this will be fired towards the net again by Janmark, who's just got a couple driving the net opportunities here in the past few seconds, as Smith ultimately, after that puck came out from behind the net, fires it out in the neutral zone. Picked up now by Kulak as Ceci will play along the boards out in the middle of the ice as Draisaitl will lead ahead across the line. Heiskanen battled there as Kane looking to keep this play alive as Darnell Nurse will go over to Desharnais. He'll fire in as it bounces onto the tape of Ottinger in behind the net. This one goes to the far side as it bounces through the middle of the ice. $1:47 to go in this second period. 22-14 the shots on goal here inside this second period, late with $1:40 remaining in this second period. Draisaitl ties up there with Kane, Robertson, and Heiskanen. It's fired all the way again, down low to Ottinger. Holloway just about ran him over there. Danced just perfectly past him last second as this will be picked up now by Darnell Nurse. Nurse skating. $1:39 to go in the shift for Suter, who's been out there a while. He's trying to get a line change, but instead Holloway disrupted. And the Oilers again kind of disrupting here. Suter drifting off towards the bench. Stankoven comes right down the ice, right on attack. Just couldn't get it going towards the net as it was ultimately turned away by the Oilers defense. In response, here's McDavid to Kane. Rebound off of the block in front. Kane couldn't fire it home as this will now be Ekholm batting it down low into the offensive zone again for the Oilers as the Oilers coming in waves here. Nugent Hopkins battling off the wall as this will be picked up, and another opportunity here as it's across the line. Ben leaves it, shot fired right in front. Ben couldn't get the pass over, and the Oilers tap it away from the open net. What a stop on the line there for the Oilers down the left wing. Here comes Nugent Hopkins. Nuge across back. There's a shot from Ekholm through traffic as Hyman whacks away, and that's going to draw a crowd in front. McDavid against Lindell and Stankoven as Hyman's still in the crease there. McDavid's tied up, and they're telling McDavid to get over to the pile there as McDavid did a good job driving into traffic there, kind of in response there, as that was a nice play. There was a couple of good chances over the course of this last 3 or so minutes for the Oilers as they have done a good job here in this puck. Bounced right in front, and I mean, what a chance as Hyman scoops it away from the open stick for the Dallas Stars. Matthias Janmark out there for the Oilers, obviously on the bench right now, and they're talking to Hyman going to the box possibly. As Hyman will go in, Pete DeBoer's yelling right there on the bench for the Stars. 22.8 seconds to go in this second period of play. 24-15 the shots on goal as this will be an opportunity now inside. Will stay 5-on-5, so I thought Hyman was going off, but I guess not, as this will be reloaded off the draw. 21.2 seconds was how far we got down there, with 11-8 the shots in the period. 47-33 the shot attempts for the Edmonton Oilers. Allen all good, as we'll get the face-off now. McDavid drawn in against Pavelski. The face-off down. Pavelski wins it back. 20 seconds to go in the second period. The Oilers, as long as they keep it inside the Dallas zone for the majority of these 20 seconds, will skate away with a pretty good result in the second period as well. 10 seconds remain as Ekholm fires it in on Ottinger. He will cover it as Draisaitl was coming hard towards the net. And we'll have a stoppage in play with 5.6 seconds to go in this second period of play. Kind of crazy to think what the Oilers have done in this second period, kind of keeping it stalemated right where it is. And 2 for the Stars, kind of the same exact situation. As we go here, friends, 476 hours on the stream so far this evening as it's tapped down below the goal line, and that will do it for this second period. So stay tuned, friends. I'm going to be in the background of the stream here. I'm going to quickly go eat a proper meal in the second intermission. We'll get back to duty here in this third period as the Oilers and Stars kind of tie up along the wall here. All right, my apologies. Little actual meal in me now. We should be good to go. For tonight's hockey game, friends, 200 of you stuck along for the ride here in this second intermission as we await puck drop in the third period. Ooh, give me a second here. That was a lot of food all at once. Not used to eating a whole bunch before getting back on stream, but we'll do it anyway tonight to try and survive what will be a possible overtime game. We're only 20 minutes away from overtime this evening, but thank you so much for this one. So we got to bring on the third period. That much is for sure. We should be just about ready to do it, actually. It's either one more commercial break or this is the last commercial break. And then the Oilers and Dallas Stars will get underway here in a matter of moments as we obviously await things to settle up tonight. They're looking, showing highlights of the Rogers Beyond experiences here at the Rogers viewing party in Edmonton, Alberta. As we go here and quickly check, friends, I'm just quickly checking the old watch time again. How about 527 hours on the watch time this evening? So we continue to roll along as we're rolling here tonight. And no, friends, I wish I could partake in the old green stuff, right? I think to say it's a little party time would never hurt a guy. But no, clean and sober for 4 years now, almost. I guess in a matter of about 2 months, it'll be clean and sober for 4 years. So no, just a little bit of reheated leftovers and good little chew down there right while listening to the intermission, and now we're ready to go here in this third period. It is the last commercial break before we get things going this evening. So yeah, that is the exact words there, Top. You do not eat on camera unless you're getting paid to eat on camera. That's one thing that I know when it came down to doing the stuff in school and kind of learning what your role could be. I never wanted to be that guy that had to eat on camera, because that is just something that is so embarrassing to do, right? You don't want anyone watching you eat ever, even if you're out at the public restaurants, but it is where it is. So yeah, as the Oilers should be getting back to work here in this matter of a moment or so, but we'll see. And Alan, what piece of Oilers memorabilia have I always wanted or thought was cool? I'm really not a huge memorabilia collector, I guess to say. I'm not really a guy who goes out there and buys all the stuff, but some of the stuff over the course of the years has been pretty fun. But to name one, I don't think I'm the guy to do it, unfortunately. Right, like everybody has the signed Gretzky jerseys, all that. If I was to get anything, it'd be probably a signed Yakupov jersey, to be honest with you. Kind of like some kind of shadow box of that would be pretty good. So yeah, friends, this is going to be a pretty good third period, one might think. I think we can really agree that the Oilers are in for a good rest of the game, I guess, because it's 1-1 again. After 2 periods of play, it was 1-1 after 1. Right, the goal scoring, it's Jamie Benn and Connor Brown in this hockey game thus far. Edmonton's got a 25-16 shot lead. Hits are 15-11 for the Dallas Stars, so that is of some concern, but we'll survive there. And the face-offs are dead even at 16 apiece so far this evening, so we'll see where this game takes it. So yeah, and Cam, when it comes to memorabilia, this is jerseys. I consider a different thing. When I talk memorabilia, I'm thinking like something signed or something like a goal puck, right? Something like that. That's what I consider memorabilia. Again, the jerseys, I mean, that's just almost a hoarding situation at times, right? When you look at this was a whole closet. That'd be 9 jerseys, plus I also don't have one on the wall that's in my room somewhere. So that's a hoarding situation to some degree with those jerseys, considering what else is up in the closet as well. So let's get this going, friends. We are set up for the third period between the Dallas Stars and the Edmonton Oilers this evening, as this one will get going here in this well, I guess you could say final frame. I think you'd be wrong if you say final frame, but I think you could say it as well. So we'll see where we go as the Edmonton Oilers get set up for this evening's third period. Stats after 40 according to Rogers. And giving us the Sports Logic stats. Slot shots, 13-11 for the Oilers. 9-9 cycle chances, 5-1 rush chances. O-zone possession time, 5-14 for the Oilers. So we're doing a good job dominating this game by most metrics, but now we just really got to go out there and actually score the goal that says we deserve to be dominating the game by most metrics, because at this point the Oilers are kind of suffering there in that department. So let's go quickly take a look at what kind of mountain we have to climb here in this third period. 544 hours watched on the stream as we get into the third period. 9 of last 10 games decided by 1 goal for the Oilers. 7 wins in those last 10 games. So that's awesome to see here. David, welcome back in. Keegan, welcome in. And as well, everybody tuning back in for the start of this period. Everybody's standing up here. Face off down as it's won back by Dallas. Heiskanen will backhand inside the Oilers zone. Near side picked up by Bouchard. Bouchard sees it go into the near side corner on the Dallas dump. Bouchard lifts back to Hyman at the point. Dallas keeps it on side. And those Dallas fans need to sit down here in this third period to start anyway, as this comes up free now for Nuge, who lifts up along the wall and hit a body. He's able to come onto the puck and fire it inside Dallas's territory. Hyman helps it to the middle. He gets dumped. And it'll be back the other way now. Duchesne across the line. Duchesne to the far side. Backhanding towards the net. Covered up by Skinner. Lost the handle on covering it up. And it comes now near side point for the Edmonton Oilers. Back the other way. Connor McDavid across the line. McDavid driving in. Poked off his stick there by Tanev, as McDavid still got towards it as well. Thank you so much, Blund, for the super chat there, as well as yeah, it's gloomy in Calgary. I can agree with that. Just being outside of the city myself, it has been a hard day on this Saturday, but the Oilers looking to give us some life. But again, the Oilers also kind of being gloomy today. A 1-1 hockey game, 18:48 to go in this third period of play. The Oilers can't even be on side at the blue line right now. Well, that was a good little tie-up, actually. Connor McDavid got a good chance there, and that was pushed aside by Chris Tanev, who I was discrediting on Twitter yesterday, so we'll see what happens. Vivian, welcome aboard. We'll have the face-off inside the neutral zone, just outside of the Dallas zone here. Puck now near side, fired in by Desharnais around the boards. It goes to the far side. Picked up by Draisaitl, a one-timer. Holloway just couldn't get it on net, as it'll be picked up now. Dadonov tries to get it past Holloway, can't do it. Turning back, Desharnais gets it onto the tape of Draisaitl down the right wing. Draisaitl over, pass to Kane. And again, Kane can't get the one-timer off in time. Suter bats it along the wall, picked up now by the Oilers through the neutral zone, firing in. The Dallas Stars get it all deep into the Oilers' end. And this will be now Carrick battling along the wall. 18 minutes to go in this third period of play. Dadonov battling along the end wall, picked up now near side by Holloway. He'll lift off the glass and out to center ice as the Dallas Stars go up through the middle, tipped into the Oilers' end. And they'll fire back down into Dallas's territory at center, as this is all of a sudden getting to be just as slow as it was at times in that second period, as this one's across the line, picked up and fired in. The Dallas Stars are offside at the Oilers' line, so see what happens. But Draisaitl's got to drive that puck towards the net a little bit more, I think, in my opinion, for sure. As Evander Kane's got 4 shots tonight. Would love to see him come up with the tie-breaking goal this evening. That would be absolutely fantastic, one would say. So we're 17:45 to go in this third period of play. Face-off outside of the Oilers' line this time, as Brown will see the draw lost to Jamie Bennett. Comes back down deep into the Dallas Stars zone for Thomas Harley. Harley will go to the far side, will be lifted out in the neutral zone as it comes rolling through the middle as CC ducks around. CC against Ben, battling there. Puck's fired in front, can't get it on net. And this one's going to be a fired shot, blocked, rebound in front. Steered away by the Oilers defense. Stuart Skinner's down and out, and they were able to make the save off the goal line themselves with the sticks. This is back to the blue line, fired out. Now Brown's going to steal the puck off of Harley. Brown down the right wing. Fires the shot off the blocker of Mr. Jake Ottinger, as this has been getting to be a pretty intense game. 24-15 the shots. Not overly a lot of shots on net. But you got to think, too, both teams have had a million good chances, it seems, in this game. McLeod's sticking in the battle there against, I believe, Delandria, as it'll be fired up along the boards, and Dallas gets out to center. I'll try and play this one past Ryan McLeod. Delandria still going there. David, thank you so much for the super chat as well as we come along the near side boards. Fired back off a leg there in front. Both teams trying to come up with this puck near side. The shot save made by Skinner. That's 16 right there. As this one will go fired from the point, rebound in front, kicked home by the looks of it there by the Dallas Stars. I don't fully know what happened there. That was just a point shot that took a hop, and in front it was Marchman getting the goal for the Dallas Stars. 16-19 to go in the third period, and the crowd is going wild inside of Dallas, that's for sure. And this now makes an interesting game. That one went to the point. And they're showing the highlights of that puck missing just wide of Skinner on the far side. And then he made the save. Oilers tapped it up along the wall. Derek Ryan got crumpled. And then, Suter fired the shot, and it just kind of, as Desharnais pushing Marchman out of the way, it hits him and redirects into the back of the net. That is okay. That is a tough break if you are the Edmonton Oilers. 16-19 to go in this third period. Puck picked up in the middle of the ice by Hyman. He couldn't get it through cleanly, and it'll be fired to the far side now into the Edmonton Oilers zone. Picked up by Bouchard back along the far side wall in his own zone. The Oilers, first time chasing all series here, it seems, in this game number 2. And it's been what it's been. So this one now picked up by McDavid in the middle of the ice. McDavid to the far side. Ekholm battling down low. Puck picked up by Nugent-Hopkins. The shot ripped by Bouchard wide of the net. This will be tapped back to the blue line. Both teams have done a good job responding so far in this series to goals against. So we'll see what the Oilers have for us here as Ekholm throws the puck offside. Hyman's just trying to make sure it gets fished back into center for the Oilers. Across the line, here's Bouchard. Bouchard onto the pass, looking for Ekholm, dribbled it wide of him. And the puck will come all the way into the Oilers territory for an icing call with 15-20 to go in this third period. Dallas' fans are losing their minds here, but yeah, Desharnais shoves Marchment, and it's enough to shove him into the path of the puck, really. And that's a tough break there if you're the Edmonton Oilers. So, end of the day, it's right now 2-1 for the Dallas Stars. Marchment's second of the playoffs. Face off now inside the Dallas Stars zone following the icing call against Dallas, as we will have Evander Kane take the draw here against Tyler Seguin. 91-91 violence as the face-off. Still waiting to be dropped. Chris, welcome aboard. As this one will battle now along the end wall as this goes back to the blue line. Kulak down low along for now Draisaitl. Shot fired by Kane. Save made by Ottinger, who's looked locked in most of the hockey game, despite no matter what the Oilers have thrown at him. This puck's back into the middle of the ice, all the way into the Oilers' end. Ceci with the puck now over to Kulak. Kulak up the left wall. He'll get it into the neutral zone for Kane. Battling in front. Holloway just got dialed in the neutral zone. I mean, he just got erased massively across the line. Kane back to Draisaitl. Draisaitl looking to get past the Dallas Stars defense. Scoops it over to Darnell Nurse. Nice little head fake. Shot fired. Tipped in front. Went wide. I thought it was back of the net. As we've got just over 14.5 to go in this third period of play between Dallas and the Edmonton Oilers. And I don't know why my scoreboard all of a sudden kind of got smaller than it should be, as we'll scoop that back up a little bit more as the Oilers will lift out into center ice. And Suter will see it go past him as Carrick down along the wall. Heiskanen takes a hard run from Carrick. Brown's battling in there. The fourth line coming up with another big goal would be absolutely massive for the Oilers here as Carrick around on the far side boards, picked up by Bouchard. Bouchard dances Jamie Benn, spins back, blows the tire, gets it back to the blue line here, as Bouchard will cut through traffic, fire a shot, rebound off of Ottinger, cleared out to center ice for Vinny Desharnais, as this one's now puck near side for Bouchard. 13:45 to go in this third period of play. Puck's back inside the Oilers' end. Bouchard with the puck over to Ekholm. Bouchard was rode out there along the boards by Johnston, as it's carried forward by Ekholm into the Dallas Stars zone. Hyman to the far side boards. McDavid battling along back to the point. It will be worked out by Marchment. He's looking for the breakaway pass, stolen away by Bouchard. Stars at the line onside. And this one, shot fired, save made by Stuart Skinner. As this one will be fired to the far side now, tipped into the benches, and Anthony, welcome aboard. As that one, 13:09 to go in this third period of play. It was 2-1 until late in the third for the Oilers in game one, while the Stars now holding that 2-1 lead, and Stuart Skinner making some big saves here in this hockey game. Friends, we've just crossed 7,000 views on the live stream here this evening, so as we go to calculate that over on the watch time, how about that? 586 hours now, so we should finish up somewhere around that 7:50 mark, one might figure, as we go along here this evening towards the back end of this third period. Of course, we've got just over 13 minutes to go in the third period, and so far the goal scorers tonight: Mason Marchment, you've got Connor Brown, and Jamie Benn, the goal scorers here for both teams so far in this one. As it is going to be interesting to see how this hockey game finishes for the Dallas Stars and the Edmonton Oilers this evening. Oh, guys, gotta roll out the neck a little bit here. It's been a long day, as the Oilers and Stars, I'm sure they're feeling it's been a long day today as well. So this has been a big game thus far for the Dallas Stars, making sure to keep it right where it is. As Ryan loses a board battle. I don't think he lost a board battle. I think he got beat up along the boards there. That was a hard hit. So Aaron Judge as well, tearing up the MLB all of a sudden again. He's hitting .413 with 8 home runs over his last 15 games. Keep an eye over there on the MLB, because we got stuff to go. So the Edmonton Oilers, Dallas Stars, 2-1 lead for Dallas. Carter, welcome in. As Stan's telling us to get ready for a 7-gamer. Well, I'm hoping not for a 7-gamer. I don't think I can handle that a second time through, as Kyle Bukowski's talking with somebody here on Sportsnet broadcasters Bryson DeChambeau, the 2020 U.S. Open winner. As he's talking things over right there. That guy doesn't even look like a golfer to me. Interesting part about golf guys nowadays, everybody, and I think golf guys over the course of the past 20 years, you can't even tell they're a golfer. As the Dallas Stars fans are singing and dancing in the stands here, as this will be Draisaitl losing the face-off. The Oilers choose to load up the top line between McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hyman, as Duchesne off the end wall, picked up there, battling is Ekholm. Ekholm wins the puck, but Pavelski came in to help out. Now Robertson steers right in front. The Oilers quickly transition back the other way, though. Connor McDavid gets his gears going. The Oilers are a mile offside. Hyman thought McDavid had the puck. Actually, Draisaitl had it at the center ice line. Here comes Draisaitl leading the rush now across the Stars blue line. It's fought out last second by a stick by Dallas. And Ekholm's looking to jump up and get there right in the play, as this one goes across into the middle of the ice. McDavid trying to steal away that puck. Can't do it in the Dallas end. Bouchard kept it on. No, he didn't. And Dallas is now going to try the pass to the blue line for the Oilers. Couldn't get that through either. And back and forth with go is Holloway through the middle of the ice. He is unable to get that one down deep, as 12 minutes remain in this third period of play. Kane to the far side. Kane across the line. Keeps it onside, as it'll be fought down low by Dallas. Across for the home run pass. Dadonov glove hand saves Stuart Skinner with 11:54 to go in this third period of play. The Oilers get the stoppage in play, and you like to see that. So far, so good here in this third period following the 2-1 goal. The Oilers haven't kind of given up or folded or anything here, and they're very much so still in the hunt to get that next goal, as Dadonov goes off. And Pete DeBoer is still watching on here in this period, as yeah, we'll see where this one goes with face-off inside the Oilers zone. Face-off to the right of Stuart Skinner. It is that's Steele. Sorry, I thought that was Pavelski. That's Steele taking the draw. He's going to be waved out. Carrick came rushing in against Derek Ryan. The Oilers have a couple of opportunities here to get the centerman to take the draw, obviously with Ryan and Carrick on the ice as the puck's flopped back to the blue line. The shot through traffic, gloved down again by Skinner, who's starting to settle in here on shot number 20. He's once more got a, yes indeed, 900 save percentage. Jack, 3-2 double overtime. I will tell you, the Oilers will only win this game if Dallas doesn't score another goal. Whether it be in overtime or whether it be in regulation. Dallas scores a third goal. This game, for all intents and purposes, is over as this puck's up the middle of the ice, tapped away there, as this will be fought down low now to Derek Ryan. Ryan right in front. Battling there is Ryan still coming up with that puck. He'll fire along to the end wall for Janmark. Carrick's out there as well. Both teams battling here along the boards. To the near side point. Tried to go, but now we have a stoppage in play. And it looks like maybe a hand pass or something inside the Dallas zone, a high stick. As we'll redo the face-off now inside Dallas's territory. As Jim, welcome aboard. We also see Johnny join the chat. As this one now will come back for the Dallas Stars to get the job going here in their own territory with 11:25 to go. The top line hits the ice here for the Oilers. Actually, Nugent Hopkins draws in for a face-off. Interesting. So we'll have Holloway, Kane, and Nuge take the face-off here. So, okay, well, to Jim's point, 11:25 to go in this third period. We're talking things over the referee with the camera guy. As Kulak's trying to get things going here. As this one's going to be a face-off now to the left of Ottinger, but we're taking our sweet time getting there. All of a sudden now Nuge and Ben bend over, and it's a one-back face-off for the Dallas Stars. Kept in at the line by Ceci, poked ahead by Dallas. Taken down was one of the Stars players in the neutral zone. Shot fired towards the net, goes wide. This one will now battle along the boards. Ben trying to get this one free through the neutral zone. Nugent Hopkins will chip into the far side corner. Tanev backhands it around the boards. Kane comes along the board. Shot fired to the point there by the Oilers. Oh, Kulak mishandled it just barely, as this one will come down near side. And that will be Stankoven battling it back down to Suter. Suter up the wall, fired into the Oilers zone as Nurse will fire around to the far side boards. Dallas first ones to it. Puck fired towards the net, blocked in front. 10.5 to go in this third period of play as Robertson fires down low. This picked up by Nurse. Off the wall now for Fogle. Fogle along the boards. Duchesne with the puck. Fired towards the middle of the ice, and it will be fired out by the Edmonton Oilers. My goodness, it's been just a battle here tonight. Both teams just one mistake away from losing it, but also one mistake away from winning it, so it seems. As Spencer, welcome into the chat as well, as this one comes out from behind the net as Desharnais lifts ahead. 10:08 to go onto the tape of McLeod. Along the wall, picked up again by Lindell to the far side, bounced off the boards. It will be off the back of the net. Stuart Skinner had to play it, so no icing on the play as Sagan comes out from behind the Oilers net with 10 minutes to go in this third period of play. Shot fired towards the net, blocked in front right there. And this will be now Kulak with Brown. The lines have been jumbled up for the Oilers, but not necessarily because the Oilers are sucking, more or less because the Oilers have some unexpected guys going tonight. Brown's been absolutely motoring as this one's fired across down to the far side board. Zach Holm picks it up for the Oilers in their own zone. As this one's picked up now by McDavid through the middle of the ice. McDavid carrying to the far side. Hyman one time's a change up towards the net. Now McDavid trying to force this one back in front, can't do it. And this one now comes back into the neutral zone as Ekholm. We'll see it go to the far side boards. Ekholm gets whacked along the wall there by Dellandrea. And this one will be picked up by Steele as it's fought forward by Drysdale. He gets taken down. Looks a little worse for wear there. This one will be battled now for McDavid. McDavid can't get that one past as it's on the tape of Ekholm. Ekholm over to Hyman down low for Drysdale. Drysdale battles back to the high point for Bouchard. Bouchard goes back to to the point, and instead Dallas will break away. Marchment towards the net. Shot fired. Save made by Stuart Skinner. And the Oilers are in desperate need of something here to stop this period and get those legs rest. Because, yeah, like you're saying, Lurker, they are looking a little tired here on this shift. They've been out there for a minute plus as the shot's fired towards the slot. Draisaitl is going to try and rush across the line. He's going to lift in off a Dallas stick into the Stars zone. Ottinger back into his own end, trying to play this puck ahead. And this will be lifted into the Oilers' end as Johnson's going to beat Ceci for the icing call. Ceci swallows him up along the wall, and then Ben runs Kulak into the end wall, and coming back the other way, a trip there in the neutral ice doesn't affect anything as Holloway is stolen away from anyway, and Tanev able to clear out center as this game's starting to open up just in favor of Dallas here, as the Oilers just kind of starting to get slow coming back. As here's Kane across the Dallas Stars line, leaving it there for Holloway, chipped up along the wall and picked up now by Dallas again, as they're coming with force back into the Oilers zone every single time the Oilers clear the puck out of the zone. Derek Ryan's taken down as this will be a shot fired towards the net, blocked in front. Now Ryan fired it out, and it comes now picked up for the Dallas Stars, firing along the boards. Petrovic got it down into the Oilers and bounced in front. Stuart Skinner makes another save as this game gets interesting with 7:18 to go here in this third period of play. Carrick along the wall is fired back into the Dallas Stars zone, as this will be Ceci scooping at it. He gets it as this picked up by Nurse. Nurse will play this one over the zone ahead and into the neutral territory. 6-1 the shots on goal. Heiskanen along the boards, played into the middle of the ice as it goes now for Smith. He sees it, the linesman hit that puck along the bench. That's unfortunate, as this will be Kulak now at the point as Draisaitl again on this line shift with Mr. Connor McDavid cutting towards the net. Tanev keeps him to the outside as that one back to the point here. The shot fired, blocked in front, and it will go up and out of play. McDavid, a little bit of frustration starting to set in on his face here in this period, so tough look here so far. But the Oilers obviously in a 2-1 hockey game against Dallas. It's still been a pretty good, stellar hockey game for all told, being the third round of the Stanley Cup Playoffs. Friends, we're up over 640 hours watched on the stream, so this is where, well, we're hoping close games do eventually become an Oilers specialty. I know it's been pretty solid so far, but now they really got to cash that in here in this third period against the Dallas Stars. But we'll see where we go. Obviously, the goal scorers here, Jamie Benn, Connor Brown, and then you got Mason Marchment as well, the goal scorer for Dallas, that eventually in this third period gave us the 2-1 lead for Dallas so far. So see what the Oilers can kind of muster up here over the next few moments as we're watching some commercial breaks here. And then we should be getting back to action here in this third period of play, as the Oilers are obviously rolling along what has been a pretty good game so far. Just need to find that way to win this evening's game if you're the Oilers, right? You don't want to go away, waste this effort, waste all this hard work for absolutely nothing. F. Woods, you missed the little three-legged guy here this evening. He was on the stream a matter of a few moments ago. But yeah, we got a commercial break here, friends, and we're waiting to get things going in this third period. We will do that as the top performer for the Dallas Stars. I would not think it is going to be Mason Marchment. Yep, he has been all over this hockey game thus far, and he gets the top performer this evening as he's kind of gotten a couple of different looks here on the Oilers this evening. That was weird watching the highlights of Marchment's goal right there. That obviously gave us the 2-1 Dallas lead, as Dallas Stars fans are rallying their team, trying to get things going in this third period of play with 6:33 to go. Face off inside the Dallas zone. Puck back to the blue line now for Ekholm. Ekholm looking right in front for Bouchard, who had snuck down from the point. Ottinger forced to make the save and cover up on what was a sketchy play right there. Zottinger, obviously a guy who can do damage when he wants to, and he's doing it here tonight, obviously making save after save on the first several shots. The Oilers only technically have, I think, 11 shots since the first period, so they've kind of gone quiet again tonight. Not quite in dramatic fashion like they did against Vancouver in Game 1, but this will now be picked up by Draisaitl. Draisaitl across through the neutral zone. No, he turns back at the blue line. This one goes now picked up for McDavid. McDavid skating across now to Draisaitl, trying to help ahead. That was Ekholm, actually, as he goes off the wall, and the Dallas Stars are able to tap out to center. 6:01 to go in this third period. Puck off the end wall, takes a nasty hop for Bouchard to contend with. He's able to bat it down low to Ekholm, who takes a battle and a bump there from Ben. As this now Bouchard skating up the ice. Bouchard over to Hyman. Hyman spinning in front. Hyman again spins. Shot fired, blocked off the shin pads of the Dallas defender Harley in front. And this will be lifted out into center ice territory as Stankoven skating back the other way. Shot fired, save made by Skinner. And Bouchard will bat it out to the far side boards as Nugent Hopkins will lift into the middle of the ice. Holloway's swallowed up, and a Holloway goal would be absolutely timely right here, right now for the Edmonton Oilers if he could grab one. As 5:19 to go in this third period of play. Holloway battling off the end wall, picked up by Ceci. Ceci to the far side as it's Nugent Hopkins over the line, as passed right to the middle and knocking it down now. Cody Ceci backhands down low. It'll be picked up by Nugent Hopkins. Nuge along the wall with 5 minutes to go here in this third period of play. Holloway swallows up, and there it'll go. Battling into the neutral territory to the near side. Picked up now by the Oilers. Fired off the linesman again, who's been hit by that puck 3 or 4 times, I want to say, in this hockey game. 4:43 in this third period of play. We've gone overtime on the broadcast. And this will now be the Oilers starting back against the Dallas Stars. 4:27 to go in this third period as Stars at center ice will flip in to the Oilers territory, and Desharnais in behind the net takes a jolt there from Sagan. And I mean, Desharnais has got to plant himself on the ice a little bit more here, as he's been kind of taking some heavy hits tonight. As this shot from the outside, save made by Skinner, grouped back up onto his gloves hand, and that will stop things there, as Stuart Skinner and the Edmonton Oilers obviously bleeding a couple of chances here in the last few moments as they need to get going. So Stuart Skinner, save made, and obviously now, friends, we get a chance to check the watch time once again here tonight. And so far, you guys have been definitely hanging out back home on the live stream. We're up over now just about 40,000 minutes watched, which is equal to 667 hours watched, so thank you so much. As Scooter, yeah, absolutely nothing to be upset about if the Oilers do indeed actually lose this one against Dallas tonight, because given the fact that we have a chance to split in Dallas or take a 2-0 lead is a pretty good situation for us Edmonton Oilers fans going into game number 3. Again, friends, as well, I will tell you, if you're new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button here on Dolynny TV. Just simply, we are closing in on 16,000 subscribers here tonight. And to say it loud and proud, I think we're at, grand total, if it would load, 15,988. So looking for 12 more subscribers to hit 16,000 this evening. My goodness, would that be a fun way to finish off the live stream tonight. So Jack hoping for the Connor Brown chaos. That would be fantastic if Connor Brown could find a way to do all that. But again, I'm doubting that tonight you're going to find a hero on the 4th line. I think the Oilers are going to play the big boys the rest of the way home in this one, knowing that you're flying in a little bit back home to Edmonton in the next few hours, I guess, as we're still on commercial break. And now here we come back into Dallas to get this thing going for this third period of play. 2-1 the lead for the Dallas Stars. The fans are going nuts in the stands this evening. It's all the fans with the old Dallas Stars mascot helmet on behind the bench of Chris Knobloch. And Dallas Stars fans raised to their feet, rallying up their team for what could be a very important next few moments of this third period face-off inside the Oilers zone. Again, we're struggling to get the face-offs down timely and perfectly, so we'll redo this here again. 8-1 the shots this period for Dallas. I hate to be Dallas if I bleed 2 or 3 shots here in this Third period late to the Oilers, though. Dallas gets it free. Shots turned aside by Stuart Skinner. That one had my heart skip a beat as it goes out back in the neutral zone. Picked up now by the Edmonton Oilers, dragging Bouchard through traffic, blocked there by Heiskanen. Puck falls onto the tape of McDavid. McDavid down the left wing. He will go behind the net. McDavid rolls around back to the point now for Ekholm. Ekholm fires the shot, blocked in front, and it's tapped out along the glass and out of play off a stick, they say, as 3:32 to go in this third period. That puck just lucky enough to catch there for the Dallas Stars as Bouchard, what a move, just could not beat the leg of Heiskanen, sticking it out last second to block that one in front. And the Oilers desperately need to try and get this face-off going here in this one. 3:32 to go in this third period. The puck out of play off a stick inside the Dallas zone as Ben will take the draw here against Leon Draisaitl. The Edmonton Oilers desperately need a win. Face-off for Draisaitl. Taken down as there's Dallas Stars towels being thrown around the stands. Ekholm the shot. Glove hand save for one. Jake Ottinger as Ekholm absolutely unloaded that shot right there, but couldn't quite pump it through to the back of the net as the Oilers getting some good opportunities in this third period now all of a sudden, but just couldn't quite get it going as that was a big glove hand save for Jake Ottinger. And with 3:25 to go in this third period, the Oilers look to keep the play fully in the Dallas zone to try and send us off to overtime, as this will be. Face off now, one back by Dallas. Toast, welcome back in as Jamie Benn along the near side fires out into the middle of the ice. Dallas across the line is Sagan down left wing, trying to force it deep. Instead now Draisaitl the other way. Draisaitl will spin off the boards right to the middle now for Ekholm. Ekholm fires the shot up over the shoulder of Ottinger. It bounces off the glass. Funny now to Hyman over to McDavid. Now back to Draisaitl. Pass in front. Now over to Bouchard. Bouchard down low for Draisaitl. Draisaitl, the shot fired, save made by one Jake Ottinger. 2:53 to go in this third period of play. I'd like to see it. As the Oilers' top guns look absolutely gassed here in this one, but Jake Ottinger has been having a good hockey game thus far. Not to discredit Stuart Skinner himself, as Stuart Skinner's having a pretty good one as well, but just getting everything through. Jake Ottinger is seeing it, stopping it, and making the save as the Oilers will send out the B unit here. I would assume Nugent Hopkins, Holloway, and Kane on the ice here for this draw. As they're going to send Kane, Fogle, and Holloway. The shot blocked in front, as I guess they're going to keep Nugent Hopkins out there in case they go for the extra attacker. As this one's down in along the wall as Holloway inside his own zone throws the bump there as this battle in there along the wall, and it'll go in behind for the Stars, tapping it right in front. Blocked there by the Oilers along the wall. Now Dallas will get it out to center. 2-1 the Dallas Stars lead here in this one along the wall. Now picked up. Steele battling in front, can't get it through as this one goes up the boards now for Kane. Kane along the wall is erased there by the Dallas Stars. The Oilers just really not getting much going here as the Oilers now have the empty net. The shot from Dallas finds the back, and with 2:03 to go in this third period, Trevor comes in to say goal. Well, that's just it. The Dallas Stars finish it off more than likely the way this one's going. I don't know what the decision was to pull the goalie, but that is a tough break for the Edmonton Oilers as that puck is iced right through. And the team that scores 3 goals in the hockey game wins the game for the second game in a row as Dylan Holloway fired that shot right off the hand of Suter. What a save made there. Because that is tough as the Oilers never fully got into position. Then Bouchard kind of did get in there to block that shot. Didn't realize that the net was empty or something. This across the line now, second in the playoffs for Lindell. It's an empty net goal with Ben getting his 7th and Johnston getting his 5th assist across the line now. Shot fired into the Oilers zone. The Oilers will backhand forward. Hyman, and again, that's the tough part. An empty net goal is rather deflating, but the toughest part, too, is the Oilers go for another empty netter here. Bouchard, as there's a penalty upcoming to Dallas. If the Oilers can make short work here, they can get the power play as well. As the Oilers getting things going. As J.J. Allen cheering for the Flames for some reason. I like to see that. And we'll have a power play now for the Oilers, a timeout for the Oilers as well. This game is going to get interesting as Dallas egregiously guilty of a hooking call there on Jamie Benn. Now the Oilers will go 6-on-4 for this power play. Again, Glenn Gullison calling everything here. I don't know if it's actually Dallas or the Oilers who called the timeout, but the Oilers big boys resting up here on the ice. And there we have it. This will be a 3-1 lead for Dallas with $1:30 to go in this third period of play. As the Oilers still have enough time on the clock. You watched, who was it? I think Nashville do it to Vancouver in one of the games in their series where you got to watch Nashville at the end of the game there. Or was it Vancouver? It was actually Vancouver at the end of that series, tying it up late on a 3-goal effort. As this puck is rimmed down the ice, though, here you have it. This is going to be picked up now by Bouchard. $1:18 to go. Forced ahead by Connor McDavid. McDavid across the line. McDavid spins back to the blue line now for Bouchard. Bouchard over to McDavid. Down low for Nugent Hopkins. Off the side wall there. Tapping Hyman. Trying to get it past. We'll have a freeze. And that will do it with $1:03 to go, friends. I'm pretty sure we're going to lose this hockey game, but again, it's no big deal. It's realistically a great game from both teams, and it was Dallas ultimately that just got a bounce in front that ends up going into the back of the net. So if this is what this series is going to be, buckle up. 7 games is going to be fun. As the face-off, one there by Dallas, near side as it's cut off by the Oilers. As McDavid across the line fires the shot, and he just rolled it up over top of the net. So tough go there with 54.2 seconds to go in this third period of play. As I think that was actually McDavid just kind of going backtrack, and then he was able to keep it onside. This will be up over top of the net though, and now the face-off. Inside the Dallas zone, puck is won back by Dallas ahead. This will go and down for a penalty. I think the Oilers just took a call here as they will go to the box here in this third period. A tough finish. Obviously Kane, a hard slash there in on Johnson, and he was just doing whatever. So that is a tough, and I mean Draisaitl's still yelling at someone too. It's tough out there, obviously, to finish up this one the way we have. But 4-on-4 for the next $1:17, 47.7 seconds. This is just an absolute torture here at the end of this hockey game. I know it's pretty much going to be a resolution here at some point, but just getting there so as we can finish off the live stream would be fantastic. With 4-on-4, $1:17 to go in this hockey game as Draisaitl will pick this puck up. He will lead out from behind his own blue line. Skinner to the bench here. Draisaitl to the far side, loading up Connor McDavid, cutting down the lane as Tanev turns them back. Tanev's had a much improved game tonight compared to game number 1. I can credit him with that. As this across now to the far sideboards, the Oilers trying to get this out from behind the net. Is this back now high point? As this will be Bouchard firing it back, and it goes off a body, and there you have it. The Dallas Stars, friends, with 14 seconds to go, have all but won this hockey game. Across the line, 8 seconds to go, third period. And the Dallas Stars fans on their feet. That will do it for the hockey game as Bouchard sees the puck just dribble into his own zone. And there you have it, friends. That will do it for me here this evening on the live stream as well. I'm going to go get a well-deserved nap in on this Saturday night. But thank you so much for being aboard here tonight. Really do appreciate you Along for the ride, despite a 3-1 Dallas victory, Jamie Benn, Connor Brown, Mason Marchment, and Esa Lindell, the goal scorers this evening. The Oilers, well, they fall on 2 goals against Stuart Skinner in a game that they just weren't able to score 2 themselves. Friends, I'm Tyson. This is Dolynny TV. I am up on out of here.